And go.
Okay, now. All right, we finished up all of our business in Waterdeep. Purchases and so forth were made before we got on the boat.
Wait,
Let me get the boat's
my
name.
purchases. Frost something. Frost skimmer?
Frost
Yeah,
skimmer.
Frost Skimmer.
That's right.
That's the wrong one. So,
thank God we have Thomas or whatever his name is. Thomas, right?
who? Toby?
Toby. Thank God we have Toby.
Dude, we should
Faithfully
We should
employed.
make him fight the guy.
Yes, we talked to Unthar for a little bit. He told us we were on the search for. Let's see. Is it Makoff Crimson?
Makoff the Crimson.
Makoff the Crimson. She's lost at sea. She's the big know-it-all about the Draconic Horn. She's also a member of the Arcane Brotherhood.
Time Lords.
Yeah.
I didn't write down. He's told us something about.
Thank you.
Oh no, we met with Lady Silverhead, and she's the one that knew about Makoff the Crimson. She's Unthar Frum directed us to Lady Silverhead, who then told us about Makoff the Crimson, and then he made the arrangements for us to get on the Frost Skimmer. We went to Silverhell Estate, and she filled us in. She's very mysterious. Doesn't let us know about all of her special deals, but she seems honest. Why is there not any more information here? Anyway, we got on the Frost Skimmer. Oh, there it is. We met Captain Halfface.
Yes.
Whose face is burned from the nose up from the cold.
Not the half type of face you were thinking, I'm sure.
I had communion and confirmed that Crimson is alive. Crimson is not with the Ice People. Lady Silverhell does have good intentions. We finally made it to the... Ashley was losing her freaking mind, being stuck around the same people for as long as she has.
I think it took you guys about 2 weeks to find the place.
Yes.
Hybrid potions.
There was a delightful mishap with Toby, because Toby was spotted at two places at the same time.
Oh dear.
Wonder how that happened. That was weird.
That was weird.
I swear.
So weird.
Yeah, and Toby jumped off the boat, and went under the water, and turned out he was sleeping the whole time.
The whole time.
I wonder if his soul left his
Don't
body or something.
worry.
It's
Crazy.
fine.
Crazy.
Ashley's fine.
You mean Toby?
We should probably
Yeah,
take
Toby's
it
fine.
from
We were also attacked on the boat by... It wasn't a polar bear. You skipped the polar bear attack. We were attacked by something else. Kraken. It was tentacles.
Giant octopi.
There you go. We eventually found the ice island. They had a small wall of bodies telling us don't anybody mess with us. We met with them. We met with the three leaders that I affectionately call the Rock, a regular person, and an old lady. Yeah, he's the big talker of the group. Called Orca Heart. Regular guy is called Barking Seal. An old lady whose magic is too powerful for you is called Bone Carver. They were going to rush us out on real quick. Toby was unfortunately brought along for no good reason because Ashley can cast tongues. But now she can't change into anyone else because Toby's there.
Toby is going to be very,
Why can't Toby cast tongues? Like, what's the reason for that?
Sacrifice Toby.
So, and then we met with the ice people. They don't really want to talk to us. They don't know what happened to Makoff the Crimson, but they're willing to deal with us a little bit in a one-on-one duel, if that happens. And Lady Nova was the one that agreed to that.
Oh, well.
Pretty good recap.
I see.
Because no magic can be involved because they don't like the magic. Only the old lady can use magic, and her magic is too strong for you. we have some slight suspicions that she
might be
is
related.
connected to a potion seller.
Aha!
Great great grandma.
Very good. Well, that pretty much sums it up. Do you remember what Ontharr Froom said about the Arcane Brotherhood?
Let me go back to
I
that
know what I
part.
say about him. Bunch of blowhards.
Basically,
Across the Crimson, Arcane Brotherhood. I did not write down anything about the Arcane Brotherhood. She was lost at sea. They found the broken ship, but they only saw that she may have followed ice people to an ice valley. That's why she was at sea.
tracking down information on the Drakehorn.
Oh, she's a tiefling too, but I
Yep.
don't have anything on the Arcane Brotherhood.
Basically, all Ontharr said was that the Arcane Brotherhood are unscrupulous, and they will seek knowledge at whatever means they have available. They just chafe in the wrong way, because as member of, and leader of the Order of the Gauntlet, he is very straightforward and black and white, correct and incorrect, and he doesn't get along with them. But, yes, the village has offered you their hospitality if you can earn it in a show of strength. And so Orcahart, the village champion, has stepped forward to meet any one of your warriors in one-on-one combat.
And we chose to go with the person who has
That's what
the
my
only
guess
person
is.
with a strength above 8.
I'm weak without somebody.
The people with strength above 8 is not here. The person with the strength above 8 is currently here. I did make up a mock Lady Nova if needed.
So what you guys do is up to you, whether you want to use the level 11 Vengeance Paladin that Eugene rolled up 5 minutes ago, or if you want to send someone else to the battle.
I trust your expertise.
We could send a
Eugene.
I
Tyrannosaurus
really
Rex to
trust
battle, but I don't know if that's...
No, we're not allowed to
Allowed.
use magic.
Well, I'm not going to use magic. I'm going to turn myself into a Tyrannosaurus Rex and then fight as a Tyrannosaurus Rex.
But
Pretty sure
by
that classifies
using
out
magic,
magic though.
I'm not
They
using
won't-
magic in the battle.
they
I'm
won't
using
let, they
magic
won't allow
before the
they
battle.
won't allow magic in their village.
Okay, well, I'll go outside the village, turn into a Tyrannosaurus Rex, then walk into the village as a Tyrannosaurus Rex. and
Okay,
fight.
we have a quick question about the duel before we absolutely commit to it. Bone Carver or Barking Seal?
Barking Seal looks at you.
Yeah, quick question. No magic, right?
No magic.
No magic. Just in the battle or any involvement whatsoever?
No magic and no interference. No outside help from friends.
Okay, because we have a friend who has a magic spell. It will make her very nasty. She's delightful, by the way. That's her. But she needs to cast the spell beforehand. So it's just like...
Like, I won't use any magic during the battle,
Exactly.
but if
Just
I
like,
can't even
She'll
do it
use the
before
magic,
battle,
and then
I
she'll come
simply
in,
will
she'll
not.
fight, she'll win, and then
I
she'll
might.
stop using magic.
He slams his staff. He says, "There is no magic allowed in the test of strength.
Okay,
Alright.
he's frowning
Okay.
on that one.
Not me, then.
Any combatant forfeits if he or she gains the assistance of their allies."
Well,
The
it's just
villagers-
her. It's just her.
Yeah,
She's
would
just
be
doing
me
it all by
my own
herself.
magic on me.
I'm really curious to know if I can beat him. It's really
I would argue their potion is magical assistance, but...
No.
So there's two conditions: no magic and no assistance from allies.
Right, but no magic before to aid into. Right. Just making sure.
Does that mean that I
No
can
magic.
help?
Okay.
What's his name? Bone Crusher?
Nobody's gonna help Orcahart.
Orcahart?
Yeah, that's her. Orcahart.
Yeah, but he's not my ally, so can I help him?
Why would
What?
you?
I'm just wondering.
I'm dying to know this. Go on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, do
Well,
tell.
what's the answer?
She wants to know if she can help your champion.
Sure,
Because
Okay.
he's not my ally?
sure.
Okay.
If you want to help your enemy,
Are you gonna help him by shooting him in the head with an arrow? If not, I'm
Do we
not
have to
taking
win?
Who's
part.
gonna help them by
Or is it just like
fighting
we
next to
we get your hospitality if we even do it?
If you win, you shall stay the night in our village.
If not,
if we win, you must leave.
Then they're not my
and
ally. And
never
we
return.
can help them.
No,
no. Okay.
you must leave
Maybe
us some of your
let's-
steel weapons.
Let's not be
hey.
clever. Let's just.
Why not? Being clever is fun.
I know it's fun to be clever, but how about we go with the person who can
I say
actually lift a body and
the
not
Vengeance
require
Paladin
two
may be
people
able to handle this.
die.
Probably. A level 11 Vengeance Paladin.
But I mean, it would work either way. I could still do the same thing with whoever ends up going and fighting.
You can
Right.
help.
I can be clever and we can be.
I heard him
strong.
talking about having a headache before. You should just crush his head to get rid of the headache.
Perfect.
I'm helping you.
Let's. I think we should just go with Eugene's character.
Yeah.
Okay, with subpar Lady Nova, right?
Yes.
It's like Ashley would not be
The
great.
Walmart brand.
Yes, this is the
Lady-
Walmart brand Lady
The
Nova.
Walmart. Yeah. What do they?
At least it's not
Great value.
It is good
Great
value.
value.
Great value.
Great value.
I was trying to think of a word
Excellent
that's like
value.
what's Nova, but like regular. It's no longer new. It's used.
What I can afford value.
Yes.
Yeah.
When you fight Lady Nova, I have your drink over here.
Okay.
Potion of Conjuring.
It's right here in this mug.
You must hydrate before battle.
She doesn't have any problems with lying, right? She's a
No.
Vengeance Paladin. Okay,
No.
so yeah. Okay.
Any means necessary.
Any means necessary. Done. She's on it.
Batman.
Any
Orgrimmar
means necessary.
goes over to Barking Seal and to Bone Carver. He shrugs out of the furs that he had on his shoulders, and you just see just massive, just cut,
Just meaty.
meaty.
Must get cold.
He accepts a spear from one warrior, and he accepts
Shocking
a
amount of
shield
body
from the
fat
other
from this
warrior.
one.
And he turns around, and he's just
Shocking amount of
big,
body fat from this one.
muscly,
Mhm.
and cold.
And cold.
Yeah, you would expect like stores of fat.
Okay, so you know, I think I'm gonna become.
Not my
I
business.
think I'm gonna become unallies with Lady Nova.
Oh no, not unallying yourself.
I'm
You
unallying.
cannot treat the world like Facebook.
I can.
Unfriend people and therefore
How?
allegiance is done.
Okay, so she gets to
I
use
found
Channel
the clever
Divinity
loophole. Should I not
Once.
use it?
Okay, cool.
Loop that hole, girl. Let's see if it's
All
safe.
right.
Say no, Cordell. No.
I wasn't listening.
Okay, cool.
She wants to unally Lady Nova to help her.
Yeah.
Unally her.
You've been unallied.
All right, so we're doing this.
You have been unallied.
I believe in you.
Would that be allowed?
I have a
No.
very quick
What is it?
question. How much was the
Players.
+2 blood well vial again?
What?
Because I wasn't able to come back to finish my business with Billy.
I
That door
Don't remember.
doesn't matter. I'm a dad now.
It's not immediately important. I can find it.
What was the rarity on the +2?
Rarer.
So very rare.
One of these days. All right, the glaive is 1d10 plus 2.
Wondrous,
Okay.
wondrous rare.
No, it's all done.
It was 3,000.
Now I'm all done.
3,000.
I just rerolled it.
Take my name.
All right, you said that
Yeah, I'll
the
do it.
crystal
Okay.
glaive operates like the
I will
Crystal
have done
sword.
that then.
Yes.
so it's 2d10
Painful.
because the crystal sword uses 2d6.
I shall sneak and steal. That is what I do best. Is there anybody I can pickpocket?
Find a bone needle.
Yes, Hunter's Mark.
I wanna
Yeah,
pickpocket
comes
the
with
old
oath
lady.
of vengeance.
What you got, Grandma?
Right, but you can't use magic.
She's got like thank you notes for Christmas gifts written to her grandchildren. Oh man, alright, let's
55
get to
for
it.
Leon.
Jesus.
Yeah.
There is someone to pickpocket. She would
So, yeah.
Right?
That's so much
It's
money.
the money grandma.
On what?
The blood well vial.
So,
plus
crystal
2,
blade.
So it gives it +2 to whatever
When you hit
spells
with an
and stuff.
attack using this blade, the target takes an extra
But
d8
it's just like-
radiant damage.
Super
Oh,
expensive.
okay.
It makes
So-
you think it's like, is it
The sword has 3 charges and regains 1d3 expended charges daily at dawn. When you hit a creature with an attack roll using the sword, you can expend 1 charge to regain a number of hit points equal to the extra radiant damage the sword dealt. You
for actual battle?
can also use a bonus action to cause it to shed bright light for 30 feet and dim light for an additional 30 feet.
On the
Alright,
$1
cool.
bill, George Washington looks like a money.
All right.
They all do.
Yeah, get the +2 to
Let's see,
attack
we
rolls
need
and
to-
saving throws. So
All right.
I have one candy dodge and I forget all about it whenever I get hit in combat.
You can have
It
the
really is one of those things that it's.
All right, let's start
wish I
this.
could just put it in
Okay.
very large letters.
You,
Whenever it's
come to the center,
okay.
facing off
Whenever
against
you make an accident, you
Orca
just
Heart.
say, "Okay,
The
you got
50
it."
or so villagers gather around in a circle. Your allies form a small knot behind you.
Did you drink the drink that I gave you?
Yes, of course.
Do you get
Super fun. Just D&D. Has a little dice
Plus-
on the screen.
10 to your speed
It's 10 speed. Okay.
for 1 hour, and you get to add temporary HP to the amount of
Stare down. Checking that.
4d6 plus 10
Hello.
4d6 plus 10.
Hello.
To what?
temporary HP.
Okay. What does it do to the strength?
Nothing.
Alright.
Oh, it wasn't a
It was just my
Four.
mini elixirs that I can make.
Alright, so that's
When will my eyes stop twitching?
10.
They're
Sorry.
generally fairly
Like when your
useless.
eyes twitching.
Like the
you're
one
just
that where you can fly, it's like 10 feet.
Is this a stroke or?
26 temporary hit points. That's nice.
That is something.
I can't do this.
Alright.
And 10 extra feet of movement.
So you can run way faster.
Alright. Shouldn't need.
Check this out, you guys are-
Well, what kind of weapon is he using?
He has a spear and a
What is
shield.
a double blink?
Okay, so pretty simple.
Double wink. I mean, call it one. I made it up.
Yeah, there's not really much else I can do for you.
Alright,
except for poison.
Walmart Lady is now.
Wait, poison isn't magic. Hey, come over here real quick.
Okay.
I think you're
Wait,
gonna
no,
do.
you can't get this.
Yesterday's
a-
miracles.
it's
That's
a-
all science.
Well, here, put this on your plate.
They gave him a spear and a shield. You give him something, does it really count?
I could give him a compliment.
There's one place I get the.
I'll leave it up to
Sometimes
you
that's
whether
all
you
you need.
actually use the
Okay.
poison or not.
Roll for initiative, Lady Nova.
Okay.
Please do
there's
roll,
14
boys.
pieces.
Get it.
A big D20.
Okay.
That's great.
No, that's not 1. He'll go first.
I don't.
A
There-
1.
The feeling in my stomach
You
when
wanna
I
know what
start
he
to
rolled?
do a voice
Yeah.
just
A 4.
How unlucky is that?
convert thoughts into
That's a thing.
mouth sounds.
It's basically just flip a coin. And
Okay.
a lot in, like,
Oh wait, that's
dice
yeah. He goes
makers,
first.
because, like, it's a good way to use extra buttons.
Go, Lady Nova.
Because it doesn't give a lot.
You
bet! We've got this!
Lose!
All right. Orca Heart roars. Roar! He charges forward, and he begins stabbing at you one-handed with his spear very quickly. He attacks 3 times. 25 to hit.
Yep, that hits.
See. Go.
Female. Yeah, 'cause it's just like it's not female.
He does 9 piercing damage. Second attack.
Hasn't even touched the temporary.
That's a 14 to hit.
Nope.
His third attack is 24 to hit.
He gets triple
Hits.
attack?
That's his third attack.
Gosh,
Yeah, I know what stat block he's using.
And 14 piercing damage.
Okay.
Wow.
That's not bad.
His fourth attack.
It's not good.
Just kidding.
Ooh, 4. Okay.
No, I'm kidding. He only gets 2.
Okay.
Flurry of stabs, 2 of them get you. But they don't seem to hurt very much.
Alright, Lady Nova is able to block one of them with her crystal
Lady Nova.
glaive.
Lady
She
Nova.
will start by
Lady
using a
Nova.
channel divinity,
Just accept
which
it.
is the vow of enmity. As a bonus action, she
not
can
very
choose a
lady.
creature. She can see within 10 feet, get advantage on attack rolls against it for 1 minute, or until it drops to 0 HP.
Okay. What do you say to Orca Heart?
Well,
You found
I-
enmity.
I hate being cold and I need a warm place to sleep tonight.
But my hands and my feet are just like frozen. I'm like,
Okay.
We're never gonna change.
For me, it's my toes and my feet.
Really?
Yeah.
So she'll attack.
I'm always like, I have no.
Really?
There's something wrong with me. I don't know what it
Alright,
Something
so
doesn't
that's
sound right.
13 to
We'll
hit.
figure it out.
That's a miss.
Not doing very well. We need to cheat.
Oh, come on, it's just the first ones.
Are you serious? So it's
I
like.
feel like the
You rolled with
jail has
advantage?
a real.
You rolled with advantage?
Yeah,
That's really only +2 to hit?
that's what I got here.
That can't be right. What's your strength? 16?
15.
Yeah.
Sometimes I can't even click my button.
Change it to 16 and make sure to add your proficiency.
That would be the main reason.
Every time I go to the doctor, I always end up-
Oh, you're right. I was looking at the wrong thing.
Oh,
So that is actually 17. Alright, you
You're
have now been
amazing.
pardoned.
you swing your glaive in, about to strike at his shoulder. He uses a reaction to interpose his shield between the blade and his flesh. That is a miss.
Okay, at a 17. Alright. Second attack. Oh, much better. Much better. Okay, that is 23, 24. 24 to hit.
That's a hit.
And that is, we're using Crystal Glaive.
Gotta BRB.
This and then this.
Should be a D10 if you're using two hands, then
Yes.
an extra D8, and then whatever damage bonus.
So that is.
Just the train.
So.
I made it worse.
Oh god. Oh
Go.
Hooray.
Thank you.
That's
I'm like-
four.
Like,
That's
probably
14
something.
points of damage. I imagine that Divine Smite would be visible.
I don't know. Would it be? Is it? I've never quite understood what Divine Smite looks like in
Let us
practice.
consult the nerds.
I've always imagined
Sup,
that you
dog?
hit them, and then the wound
Sup?
glows brightly and deepens.
That's how I felt about it. I always felt it was visible. Spend one spell slot to the
It's one of
target.
those things, it's like, I like to say it's visible. There's nothing in the text that says it is, but it's fun to imagine magic looking fun.
Okay.
My buddy was talking about making a character that has like really no spells.
He said forfeit, so she'll just stick with that.
Okay.
Listen, I don't. I feel safer thinking.
Sounds like.
That's fun.
Oh.
That's
I like
not
it.
magic, so not magic.
He responds
Yeah.
first by ramming his shield toward you. That is a 17 to hit.
That hits.
Okay. So it doesn't do much damage. Unless I roll high.
This reminds me
11
of
bludgeoning
Traveler.
damage.
Reminds
You
me
must
of his duel.
make a strength saving throw.
Okay, strength saving throw.
Is
Okay, that's 19.
That's a pass.
No?
That's why he's
You manage to
playing
maintain
Leo.
your feet as he tries to shove you to the ground.
I thought it was just temporary.
No, she's not.
He then makes another
Yeah,
2
really
spirit
bad
checks. That's a 12
That's okay.
and
We know.
it's 22.
We know.
Alright, so go ahead.
I hate
Me too.
That is 7
I think
piercing
Megan-
damage.
I think Megan
Alright,
has
that's
the patience with me because every weekend I just don't
Okay,
look at
cool.
my phone. And
Alright.
People feel entitled to reach me at any time.
And it's starting to like.
Alright, she'll
leak
return
into
turn
me, like, I
blows.
didn't really talk to her very much at all.
Whoa! And that's a nat 20 on this one.
Okay, that's a
dog.
crit.
With a 26. And so you
automatic-
said,
The automatic
So
dice
full
converter
damage
in
plus
there,
a roll of the
it got
die.
stuck for a second,
alright,
so I had to-
so full damage would be 10, 11, 12. And full with the additional d8.
Yes.
It's 20, and then one more additional roll of just damage or
Both dice.
so 20 and then 28, and that would be a good time for her to use one of the charges to recover for a total of 9 hit points.
Nice. 28 damage.
Yes. That's first attack.
About whatever.
Second attack.
What
Much
is
worse.
that gold
12.
thing?
Gold thing?
Yes.
Oh,
Golden doubloon.
That's a leftover from last time I ran this campaign.
12 to hit. I assume that's a miss.
That's a
Try
miss.
to make a giant eight.
Alright, and
It was
shiny. Check to see if she
It was
oh no,
representing
she
a
can use
chestful of gold,
her
actually.
Bonus
forearm.
action.
On a beach.
Bonus
Yeah.
action.
Yes, that's what I would want.
Covered in sand.
Not spells, features, and traits. Polearm Master. Yes, you put it to make a melee attack with the opposite end that uses the same ability as the primary attack. As a D4 for damage.
Yep.
Okay, but she still gets the advantage because the value that's 16 to hit.
He sees it coming and he uses a reaction to depose his shield.
I'll be right
That's
back.
a miss.
Good. Burn that. Alright, that's it.
Burn that.
I assume you can only do that a certain number of times.
No. As many times as you want.
Wow. Man, now you just went and dashed all my hopes.
It's a strong feat.
If you take away a shield, though, you can probably rest it from it.
Yeah, but I'm not willing to dedicate that much time that loss of an action.
Okay. He's going to try another shield bash. That is a 21 to hit.
It hits.
Deal 9 bludgeoning damage. Make another strength saving throw.
Strength save. That's 21.
That's a pass. Let's see.
Just a shoving attack. I thought I knew what stat block you're using. Not.
Let's see. Yep, he's gonna stab you 2 more times. First one is a 15. Second one's 21.
Alright, good.
That is 12 piercing damage.
Alright. Continually the pummeling. That's 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
That's nice. That's 15 points of damage.
Very good.
Oh no, that's 15, 16, 17 points of damage. So I forgot to add the 2. Second attack, 21.
That's a hit.
17, 18 points of damage. Also use the charge to regain 8 points of damage. 8 points.
Alright. He staggers back under the weight of your vicious blows.
She's gonna pound the glaive as he so is he incurring an opportunity attack?
Yes.
Because the reach is 10, so he has to pull back 15 feet before he incurs an opportunity.
Yep, he's taking these hits. He backpedals frantically to try to get some space to breathe.
Okay, so that means she gets the opportunity attack.
Mm-hmm.
That's 25 to hit.
Ah, that's a hit.
Man, she's brutal. 8, 9, 10 points of damage. And she is using her Relentless Avenger. And she can move up to half her speed immediately after the attack, and as part of the same reaction without provoking. So she's going to follow him.
Ooh.
She's brutal.
Wow.
That is
Hold on.
really just, wow.
Yeah. Oh, Both the Vengeance Paladins are mean. I have to look something up real fast.
Because of that extra speed of 10, she can move up to 20. So he has to go way back.
Hey, there you go. Yeah, I could benefit yet.
He has to use his full movement to escape.
Okay, well, he staggers back, taking a savage blow across the chest, staggers straight into Bone Carver and Barking Seal, who shove him back into the fray.
And she is on him! They cross swords, and suddenly the moment.
As he's shoved back into the fray, you see a glint in his eyes, as if he is more determined to keep fighting.
You got this, Lady Nova!
Did it look like any funny business went on when he ran into the spellcaster?
Make a perception or an investigation check. Your choice.
Clever.
8.
Yeah, this looks like a perfectly innocent fight to the death.
Can I
No
cast
funny
a
business
perfectly,
here.
Can I cast a perfectly innocent counterspell then, just because for fun?
No magic.
You you wouldn't know what to counterspell.
Fair enough.
See any funny
Fair
business.
Like, would you allow Ashley to make
Yeah, but it's not on my allies. It's not on my
Yeah,
allies.
sure.
It's on my enemies.
What about Chianti?
I'm gonna let
Okay.
one more person check.
Chianti, go for it.
Alright, what am I using to check?
Perception or investigation. So go with whichever is.
They
higher.
both have a +6.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's
cool.
why I wanted you to do it.
Congratulations. Oh, that's right. I'm proficient in perception, which is why it's as decent as it is. It's not good, but it's decent.
+6 and 18.
Which one are you doing?
Investigation. Is that what you said? Investigation or perception?
Perception or investigation?
Okay.
You're choosing investigation?
Perception. I choose perception.
It's the same either way.
Is it?
Well, I mean the same score.
Yeah, it is.
18 is not high enough to notice any funny business. It is kind of odd that he chose to backpedal and he accidentally ran into his 2 leaders, but you didn't notice anything strange.
Are we allowed to move about on the outside of the circle while they're fighting?
Sure.
I would like to meander my way over there then.
Okay.
Just, you know,
Ashley's
kinda,
just
kind of sneak my way over. See if I can hear anything happening. You know.
Just stay behind the bush.
Yes.
You can make your way over. You're
I
suddenly
can't hide behind
standing
the
there
circle.
behind her. He is going to make 3 spear attacks toward Lady Nova. That's a 10. Ooh, there's a nat 20!
Oh, shit.
Spear one-handed.
Oh, the other
That is 21 piercing damage. And a huge roar of ecstasy and approval roars up from the villagers. This third attack is a 9.
That's fine. Alright, so we're still going. So yeah, just keep going like this. That is 16 to hit.
He uses a reaction to parry your attack. It is a miss.
Harry, this is casual.
Harry, the platypus.
Uses an action. So
I love Perry.
this is your action.
No, it's awesome.
He is bloodied, by the way.
Okay.
Bloodied on
Yeah,
your
she'll
last attack.
just continue on the second attack, this other attack. That's 25 to hit.
That is a hit.
So that's 9. That is 13 points of damage.
What do you add to your attacks?
And she is going to run backwards 40.
Encouraging opportunity attack.
He already used his reaction.
That's right. He did. Well played. Well played. All right. Anything else from you?
Nope. Bring it.
Okay. Still pushed up against his leaders, Bone Carver and Barking Steel. They reach
use
forward
his shield
and
and
they
she's
shove him forward, getting him back into the fray. If you would like to make another perception or investigation check, you may.
I'm doing investigation this time.
Just her. Unless, Lady Nova, you would like.
625.
Yeah, Bone Carver's definitely casting spells surreptitiously.
Do you want to say something to me? Because I know how to stop that from happening. And I can even I can silent spell a counter. I can do a silent counter spell.
Is that the way that we should be going, or should we be exposing?
This is their turn.
Oh, that's okay. That's a very good point. Where
So
are you?
if they
Where
don't-
are you at?
I was over with everybody else.
You want to start making your way around?
Are you gonna come? Oh, I guess I would have to sneak back towards you, huh? Yeah, I just have to run back towards you.
I can cast gaseous form on it.
Okay.
I would be able to touch
I'm gonna tell.
anything.
I'm gonna
What's
tell
the casting
everybody.
time on that one?
I'm just
An
gonna
hour?
like
Yeah,
do
that's
the
the problem.
hasty whisper. Hey, everybody, this is what's going on.
You are now aware of what's happening.
Alright.
But Bone Carver shoves Orcahart forward and he charges with a roar. As soon as he enters your melee range.
But I don't.
Can she
I
do
have
that?
spell magic.
I don't think she can do anything. He has to dash in order to get to her. Because she moved back 40 feet.
I also want to declare that
40
I want to
feet?
cast.
What's his total movement?
30 feet. How did you move 40 feet? Oh, extra speed, huh?
I also want to cast Dispel Magic on him. Get rid of any old boosts he has.
No, they'll see you. Listen, we're doing great. We're doing fine.
It's Dispel Magic. I'm making sure nobody has any magic, as discussed previously.
And
Are
besides,
you
he's not
casting
casting it
it?
on his allies.
Yeah, but
They said that. They said
They
that.
can interpret. They'll interpret it.
But I
Lady
mean,
Nova
he's,
is
but
doing
he's already
well.
cheating.
We
Alright.
stated that Lady
But
Nova
you-
is doing very well.
Are you making this argument as Ashley?
We beat them even
Ashley's
though they're
just
cheating.
happy. Like, this is
Okay.
great.
He
Lady
sees
Nova can't hear our conversation.
He sees that you've moved 40 feet. He actually stays where he is. He reaches back, grabs another spear from
Did you cast?
Oh, I didn't.
Barking
I didn't
seal.
see it happen when it happened. He came back
and he just
So now
starts.
I'm watching.
He drops his
Okay.
shield. He starts hucking spears at you.
Good. Bring it.
So instead of 3 attacks, he's only going to do 2. Then I'll have to pick up his shield again.
We'll use one free action.
I guess he doesn't have to drop his shield to throw away spears.
I don't think so. So he should be able to keep that shield.
Okay, he's just going to make ranged attacks then.
Good.
Oh, he's got disadvantage though, because you are 40 feet away. You know what? He's going to move forward, so he doesn't have to worry about that. He's going to move forward. He's going to move forward 20 feet, so that you're 20 feet away.
Good.
Then, not at disadvantage. Okay, that's a 16.
Yeah, that hits.
What's your AC?
16.
Ranged.
So,
That's 11 piercing damage. And an 18 to hit.
That hits.
And a 7 piercing damage.
Alright, she's less than half gone. Looking good.
Finally, Barking Seal tosses him a third spear. He catches it. He takes a stance ready for whatever's coming his way.
Alright.
they say no outside assistance?
Did you say your health is going down?
Yeah, it's getting pretty rough.
Cheetahs.
You know, if he
Can
were
I
to,
Can I call him on that?
if
Well,
he were to bumble into
He's not
me-
attacking the other person. He's just providing him with the weapons he needs.
Alright,
Where's
we
our
should be
rogue?
able
You
to
should
heal
sneak
her.
up behind
Then
the
we
old
should be able to
woman.
heal her up and she's damaged.
You can throw her weapons.
I think that if you fall into us and we have to push you back in at any point in time, I'm
The
gonna
problem
use
is that
cure
I
wounds.
don't think she hasn't been paying attention. So she's just gonna keep
Yeah.
doing this.
Before you advance, I want you to make either an investigation or a perception check with advantage.
Okay. Perception or investigation?
Yep, whichever one you want.
Has to be perception.
Inside their heads.
Yeah.
Why don't you tell
Okay,
me?
that's
you know,
13.
Can I message her?
Yes.
Hey, he's cheating.
Message is a second on the spot, right?
It's a
It's a cantrip.
cantrip.
Oh, that's the one we just whisper, right?
Yep.
Okay. How bad off does he look?
Still very bloodied. It looks like you are wailing on this guy.
Okay, yeah. Doesn't matter. Good approach.
I
Get to
imagine you just say that out loud.
Yeah. Doesn't matter.
Alright, getting to 10 feet.
And I
Well,
just shrug. I did what I did
bringing
what
the glaive out, swinging its long arc, and bringing it around right as it get in within 10 feet.
Okay.
Reaction.
That is 18 to hit.
Uses a reaction to block the attack.
Alright, perfect. Alright, second attack. Oh, much worse. Okay. So, that's 10.
That is a miss.
Okay, so that's still holding him off. So she is going to retreat to keep a 40-foot distance between him and her. But she will be backing up in their direction.
Okay. You went another 40 feet?
Not another 40 feet, keeping a distance of 40 feet. So that if he does use his full movement, that puts him within melee range.
He is not going to move toward you. He's going to run over to Miss Bone Carver,
Wow, that's
who
not
has just
suspicious.
a big pile of spears sticking out of the ground.
Oh.
He reaches it, and Bone Carver grabs 3 spears and holds them out to
Can I
him.
counterspell on her? Like, do I know what kind of magic user she is? Is she like more of a druid?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Totems.
Yep.
Nature.
Okay.
Pretty easy to pin down.
Okay.
You're just casting counterspell out loud.
No, I'm going to use a sorcery point to make it silent spell, subtle spell, whatever, same thing.
Okay, you do so. Orca Heart receives the spears from her, and there's a very brief moment where both of them look really confused.
I'm just smiling at them.
Orca Heart turns and he grimaces and he begins chucking spears at you.
Okay.
This time with disadvantage because you are outside of the easy reach. Oh, still, that's a 25 to hit.
Shoo.
Oh, 9.
Chucking spears.
That is 10 piercing damage,
Okay. I hope he doesn't do another one of those.
and that's a nat 1.
Roll the
Okay.
charm. Roll the charm. Charm.
How visible is laying on of
Says subtle spell
hands?
is not working. He's a loser, it's
I
wrong.
swear, if he hits one of us with those, all hell's breaking loose.
Yeah. The weapon just veers wildly off course and gets stuck in the ice. His third spear,
Oh, does he get 3 spear attacks?
yes.
Oh, so these
That is
I was
a,
keeping the distance because I thought it was just 2.
that is a 17 to hit.
Yeah, that is.
That is 14 piercing damage.
14 piercing damage. That takes her down.
All right, let's kill everybody here.
Aww. Okay.
There
Wait,
is
what?
a.
So you don't have like lay on hands that you can do to yourself?
On her turn.
Oh.
Hold your hips on her side.
Cure wounds.
Oh, don't worry.
Do you want to?
Ashley's got it.
Okay.
That changed music on me.
Ashley will approach. Spare the dying.
Okay, a great cheer rises up from the crowd.
You've all won!
Excuse me, I have a question.
Orca Heart approaches with Barking Seal and Bone Carver. And
We
Barking
weren't-
Seal comes forward and says,
We
"We have
weren't
won
allowed-
this duel."
We weren't allowed to do any magic to our allies. How come you were allowed to do the same to yours?
There was no magic on our end.
There was absolutely magic on your end.
What proof do you have?
I saw it.
Wonder if
My
I
friend
can
saw
kill the
it?
old lady.
I saw it. My friend saw it. I stopped you from using it a 4th time.
Bone Carver, the old crone, she looks at you and she says, what did she say in this situation?
Where's Alden?
He's on a phone call.
Alden's like a really cool name. Alden's like a really cool name. I've never heard of
It is a cool name, isn't it?
it. Did you show Joel the video?
No, not yet.
Joel, the lump of coal.
She looks at you and she says, "I deny that accusation of cheating."
Ashley would like to make an insight check on that one.
Do
Okay.
you actually have to zone of truth by chance?
I don't think Ashley does.
Okay.
That catapult.
But Ashley can cast Detect Bots with the sword.
You say you attempted
15.
to block whatever.
I did. I blocked it the last time
What?
because
15.
I thought it was very suspicious that he kept very conveniently falling into the range of your touch.
Even if I were to use any form of interference, by what power would you stop me?
So,
By my own power.
Such things should not be possible.
Really?
Miss Bone Carver, I don't like. Would you,
Not unless your
wait.
magic were very powerful.
The 15, does that pick up on if she's lying?
Oh yeah, she's
Okay.
definitely lying. It's very strange. She's lying about not interfering.
Yeah.
But there's a bewilderment in her voice. Like she
Nobody's
doesn't.
ever called me on my crap.
She doesn't understand how her magic was blocked.
Do you mind if I talk to my friend one moment, Miss Bone Carver, please?
You know how if there's something taller than the tallest tree in the forest, a lightning bolt will automatically strike the thing that is taller rather than the tree that you would expect it to hit.
What are trees?
Just one
Mountains,
moment.
ice fires.
Just a moment, Miss Bone Carver.
Ice fires. Mountains, ice fires, whatever. I'm saying that I saw what you were doing, and I just kind of put a little bit of my own magic in there, and it pulled it away from you. It pulled it away from him.
Cheater, cheater, pumpkin eater.
What do you want?
Sir, can I just a quick
Okay.
aside.
Yes.
Bone Cover also pulls Barking Seal aside, and they're whispering.
They know they lied.
Yeah, I figured. I
Okay.
generally don't lie
So
on
I'm
accident.
thinking.
I kind of want
What
to go
would
explore
you
the
give
village
them
while
away
they're all
at?
like watching this
Can-
fight.
Can I, with my elf hearing, hear what they're talking
The
about?
what we can do is they can look really good and merciful by
Make a
letting
stealth
us
check to get
stay.
closer.
Hmm?
Make a
But
stealth
they
check to
weren't
get
going
closer.
to let us
Okay.
stay, so we have nothing to. They were. If we lost, they weren't going to let us stay, so we have nothing to lose by calling them on this.
16.
Well, there's all of these
Sorry,
people
you did
here,
16.
and I really don't want to fight them. I'm just saying they will look really good by saying we are so merciful for the loser.
Yes,
We'll
but then we look really bad for accusing their leader of lying and cheating.
Okay. Then what do you want to do?
I don't know.
Okay, I'm kind of stuck then. Because
I
like
don't know,
I wanted to say, could you please, like, we worked really hard and look how beat up he is. I was gonna do something
Yeah.
like that.
Can I declare that I go into the town since everyone's here watching this stuff?
Give me just a second. While you guys are talking, Chianti sneaks forward.
Lately, our answer to everything has been violence, and I don't
Wait a
think
minute.
that's the way we want to
Do you
go.
speak their language?
So I don't know what else we
What
should
language
do.
do they speak?
They speak a language called.
Redhead.
Probably not.
They speak.
Oh, I took
Uluik. A very specific dialect of the
No,
north.
I don't.
I think the only ones who would hear and understand would be Toby and Ashley. You sneak close enough and you hear them whispering in their language.
Can I pick up anything from their body language or gestures or anything?
Sure, make an insight check.
You said my aunt was a cow.
16.
Yes, Bone Carver is seemingly imploring the leader to do something. He is, of course, stubborn, but you don't know what she's asking of him, nor why he's refusing.
Which one's the leader?
Barking Seal.
Barking Seal.
So Barking Seal is like, he's like a regular warrior. Orca Heart is the village champion, big and strong, but not the leader. And then little crone, Bone Carver.
It's the shaman.
Okay.
You guys finished your conversation?
I don't know.
Yeah,
So, like, I'll back you up if you
No,
wanted
yeah,
to call him out.
I don't know. I thought I did. I was under the impression that I had already called him out. But
Yeah, you did. It's just I didn't know where it was going to go after that.
Okay, well let's see what they.
Okay,
Let's see what they're.
Okay.
Let's see what they're calling.
Miss Bone Carver, thank you. Hi. Like, there's some questions about. There was some questionable actions, and you have to admit, Lady Nova here, tap pat, did a great job. Like, do you not have like the ugliest, but still roomy hut we could stay in just for a night, because she did such a great job, and like, look, everybody loved the fight, and you won, and certainly not wink
You won
by cheating.
by fair and honorable combat.
Exactly.
Bone Carver has at least the slightest decency to look somewhat abashed. But she comes forward and speaks and says, "It was well fought. Did I assume that you are all capable of much more?"
Yeah.
No, she's actually the best of us. I'm
The
pretty.
best of us physically.
Yeah, physically.
No, more than that display in the fight.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
If there were no restrictions on magic.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
absolutely. Yeah.
She looks at at Barking Seal for a long time, and you see Barking Seal just go, "It was well fought, and even though you didn't win, I suppose for this one night we could grant you our hospitality."
Thank you
That's
so much.
great. And like Ashley will go around to the remaining crowd. It's like, we have availed ourselves of your mercy, of your greatest champion, that even though he won, will allow us to stay the evening. Thank you so much. And just make a spectacle of it.
Okay, speaking of Uluik,
Yes, of course. It's intense.
Alright,
If you need me to cast it again, I will.
Yeah, it's okay. Does everyone understand what you say, or do you choose
It's
a
everybody.
language?
I think it's
No,
everybody.
no, go, you go.
Let me pull up the layer. The spell. Where
Like
are you
mental, or
spells?
just like everybody else?
I mean, the spell translates as he speaks. Maybe it affects the people listening, or maybe it affects the speaker, but...
Okay, grants the ability to understand. Moreover, when the target speaks, any creature that knows at least one language can hear the target. Can
And
hear the
understand what
target
it
and
says.
understand what it says.
Okay.
Yeah, so everybody understands.
Very good. Yeah, that totally works then. Everyone hears as you speak. There's a smattering of applause, but mostly there's nervous looks among the crowd.
Like, seeing the nervous, she actually will go to
What
the
is the-
champion himself and bow deeply before him. Thank you for your mercy, the strongest among us all.
Can I message to Ashley, dude? It totally looks like you're making fun of them.
No,
Yes.
no.
Orca Hart looks down at you and...
I can make a performance check.
Then he reaches down and he helps Lady Nova to her feet. And he looks at you and he says, "Tell her she is a good warrior."
I will. Of course, tell Lady Nova she's a good warrior.
No.
Okay. He looks at her, nods, and then limps away, covered in wounds. Although, at this point, Lady Nova would notice that he has quite a few less wounds than she inflicted upon him. But still battered and beaten, still bloodied. The villagers, one by one, begin dispersing, and the three leaders, actually just the two leaders, Orca Hart is going to go to his hut to rest and recover. So, Barking Seal and Bone Carver begin leading you through the village. Stand right. Thank you. Okay, they lead you through the village until you come upon a rather smaller than the rest of the huts. Barking Seal goes forward. He opens up the front, the sealskin flap, and gestures inside.
Yes, good.
Inside the small hut, you find a very unorganized assortment of supplies. It appears that this hut is used merely as like storage. But Barking Seal says, "You may stay here for the night. We will bring you food soon." He nods to each of you, and then he walks off, leaving Bone Carver alone with you. Now, I don't remember how much you said from last session. Did you tell them why you'd come?
Yes. Ashley was doing the talking. She would have said so.
Yeah, and they were less than helpful. I'm pretty sure they said that she was alive, but didn't know where she was.
Now alone with the crone, Bone Carver speaks to Ashley, as she's the only one who can understand her.
Well, Toby's here. Or did Toby leave?
He won't not go.
You know what?
We paid him to be with us.
You did. Toby is still there.
Ah!
So, Toby's a half-elf from the ship, just one of the crew that speaks
okay.
Bluic.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's the one who's keeping Ashley here.
Okay.
Yep.
The old lady looks at you or Toby, whichever one. I assume you want to talk to her.
Yes, of course.
You spoke of a horned red one who came here.
Uh-huh. McCoff the Crimson. That's her.
What more do you know of your quest? All you know is that she was last seen coming here?
Yes, she was very interested in finding you. Not exactly sure why. Something to do with the drow with a big horn. Well, it's not particularly big, but it's a horn, and it does things
We
strange.
can't understand, right?
No.
Jogging around.
Well, you understand.
You can
his
hear
part.
Ashley.
It's like listening to a conversation
like a
on the
phone
phone.
Yeah, like we're in the elevator and I'm trying not to hear.
Yeah.
And it's like I'm trying not to be nosy, but
But
you're saying
when I
this.
am who I
You're
am.
saying this in a 5-foot box. You're saying this in a 5 box. You're gonna be understood.
There is more information that I can offer you, but it is at a dreadful risk to my people. You swear that you are, as a whole, much stronger in a fight. No holds barred.
He has the strongest of potions. I'm pretty good.
This is the. Oh.
My potions are too strong to be.
Tell me of your adventures. Tell me of your strength.
I have a very bloodthirsty sword. Want to hear it? Touch it.
She reaches out and picks up the sword with her hands. She listens to it. And it doesn't say anything.
Oh, come on, Hazran. I am sorry I haven't stabbed anyone with you. Come on. Don't
The sword buzzes slightly,
Uh-huh.
but now that you think back on it, the sword hasn't spoken or said anything really nasty since the moment it left Lady Silverhand's possession.
Did I give it to her?
No. Well, I don't know.
There was one point where you had a conversation with her and she asked to see it.
Oh.
She probably done stole it. Or blessed it or something.
Replaced it with a fake.
Yeah, just a second. No, I have to stay with you. Okay, well, he's usually very angry. I'll put her away.
Well, I'll tell her that I defeated a cloud giant in a test of strength. Contest of strength.
A giant? You must be mighty indeed.
And slew a dragon.
Well, collected. That was a group effort.
At
Technically, if you
that,
want to be
she
specific,
says,
I slew the dragon.
You slew a dragon.
Yep.
What manner of dragon?
Why
What
dragon?
Make a charisma check with advantage.
Do you
Well,
want
that's
me to
going on.
Him or me?
Pull the
Him or
sword
me?
out. Detect magic.
Because I have higher charisma. Charisma's my statistic.
Are you trying to determine that your sword is still the same
Well,
sword?
I got an
Yes.
18, which isn't bad, so.
An 18? Okay. She looks from one to another,
I got a nat 20.
and
with that.
yes, the sword is the same, although it feels as if its magic has been tweaked somehow.
Like a persuasion check.
Do I need to stab somebody to get you to talk again?
It buzzes,
Son of a bitch.
but it doesn't speak.
Hazran!
Wait, what if she casts silence on
Maybe.
It doesn't last that long.
I
She
got
looks.
I got a nat 20 with a plus. If it's persuasion, that's a +3. But if it's just charisma, it's also a +3. I don't know why.
Well, she looks at each of you and says, "The horned one came to our village on a boat. She descended into the caverns beneath and sought out Old White Death.
Oh, also a dragon.
I confide in you because if he were to know that we've granted hospitality, and far less if he were to find you in his caves, he would torture and kill our entire village.
Yeah.
Please, he holds us under the threat of his claws. We've subsisted as his servants and thralls for many generations."
Ooh, that sounds fun.
Just to clarify, he's a dragon, right?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Old
just making
White
sure.
Death.
It sounded like a dragon, but sometimes people are weirdly vague, and then it turns out not to be the thing that you totally thought they were telling you it was.
But the horned red one went into his lair. Oh, many moons passed now, and has not emerged.
Wait, many moons as in many months, or many moons as in many days?
Many moons as in months.
Oh.
Moons or days or months.
Well,
or
that's what I
days.
thought. I'm just like, wait, has.
Could be many moons here. We don't know.
Could be me. What is that?
If we get rid of the people, then he won't have any more servants.
Well, we're all good with this? We're all good, hunting down this white dragon?
Yes.
I know last time I wasn't a big help, but I did do a lot of running.
That is true.
You ran from the dragon?
No, I ran to him.
A lot of
I'm
back
not
and,
very
a lot of back and
fast.
forth.
like shakes the huge amount of armor she's wearing.
You ran to the dragon.
Yes, they killed him before I got there. But
Indeed.
I was very valiant in my running.
We need to give the dragon the
And she
potion
did
of
help.
Cassius
She did
Clay.
help us out. She helped revive the fallen.
Mhm.
And
Sometimes I can fly.
I can do that a little.
What strange tales you bring, but I believe in your might. Please, if you wish to descend into the lair below, I will take you to the entrance tonight. But you must wait here until then.
Ooh, tonight?
Tonight.
Oh. Can we get a nap in first? Like one night, or does it
Like
have to be
what time of day is it?
I think a long rest would come in nicely.
I'd say it's noonish.
All right.
Oh, so we can just rest the rest of the day.
Solid 8
Sure.
hours.
Okay, yes.
I'm switching all of my stuff.
Very good. I'm grateful for you. If you fail, know that we will all perish. But if you
Wow.
succeed, we will be finally free to live our lives.
So you could
That
say
sounds
you owe
great.
us.
You know,
You
no
owe us heavily.
I know we can't. We're not going to stick around very long after we're done, right?
Yeah.
Like with finding her.
Well, after we get Cough the Crimson,
Yeah.
we're probably just going to leave, right?
I didn't.
Do you
have
think
any
at
other
some
plans.
point I can come back and just hang out with you guys for a while?
If you accomplish your mission, you would be heroes to my people.
That sounds great. I would love to do that. Because you, Miss Bonecarver, seem like you have lots of cool little adventures throughout the day. And I would love to experience them.
She blushes a little bit. She says, "Thank you, my dear. If we all live, I would be honored to teach you.
That sounds great.
Now, stay here, rest, and..." She leans in. "Do not eat the fish." And then she hobbles away.
I want
Some
to eat one of the fish.
few minutes later, Barking Seal returns
Should I go
with a
for
platter of fish. He sets it down on the
I
floor.
don't usually think that's a good idea. Is that
Um,
anything?
Guys, I have like everything when it comes to like poisons and
Do you have
things.
purify food or drink or?
Probably.
The fish, has a very pungent odor. It is raw, and a quick sniff reveals that it is slightly spoiled.
Yeah, I don't.
Sorry, we're all anti-pescatarian here.
Yeah, totally. I've never just straight up eaten a fish.
Barking Seal straightens up and he looks at the meat and he looks to Ashley, or Toby.
I'll eat it.
We prefer the meat slightly spoiled. The tanginess of meat that's gone past its prime is a delicacy to us. Please enjoy.
Oh,
Nice.
delightful.
No,
Fermented
actually-
fish generally
Hmm?
better.
Barking Seal. Lady Nova, I'm going to eat this. So, going to eat it.
Okay. Barking Seal gestures. Please make use of our hospitality. We will bring you food and drink.
No, they don't eat it. They don't eat fish.
Do you?
Only I do. So, it's fine.
First, you fight for my hospitality. Now you refuse it.
No.
Who's refusing? I'm eating the fish.
Okay.
I'm
I will
sorry.
eat the
I just
fish.
don't like eating in front of other people.
I will eat the fish.
In front of strangers.
Oh, see, even potion seller's eating the fish.
You can do it to like all of the food, right?
Is Lady Nova
Nope.
can cure
Oh.
disease?
Oh. But magic disease?
I
Okay.
think it's just regular disease.
That was real.
He looks at you. I assume you're translating for everyone.
Yes, of course.
He looks at you and then says, "If that is the case, I will leave you to your meal." He nods his head and he backs out. So who all ate the fish? Potion
Ashley.
seller and Ashley. Okay, each of you make Constitution
I've
saving
taken a
throws.
mouthful and I just kind of spit it out when he leaves.
All right.
Constitution saving throw, right?
Yep.
Not great. 12.
I've eaten worse.
In this campaign or
Potion
what?
seller?
Not just, like,
that's
generally.
gonna be,
I've just been
Generally.
learning about like life on ships, and it's like genuinely
second.
terrible food.
Terrible food. Terrible.
So it's just like
A lot of maggots.
Funny,
I have-
this
yeah,
is like
so
my
it's like,
best thing,
you
but
know
I
what?
always do so
I've
terrible.
had worse.
But I'm going to use a whatchamacallit.
I don't know if
Genius.
there's much worse
Yeah.
than slimy, slightly rotten raw fish.
How much is
There's
that?
bread that
One
is so
six?
hard that you can't
Isn't
eat it, infested with
Your
maggots.
provisions?
I think I'd prefer that.
Hold on, give me 1 second. I'm having
Okay,
trouble.
is everyone ready? I'm Alden.
That's fine.
Hi, Alden. Nice to see
I'm
you.
gonna roll it.
So 16.
Okay.
Wow, I got an 8.
Potion seller. You
Alden is going the way again.
you take 6 poison damage, or if you're wearing that ring, 3.
Ah.
Actually,
Oh wow. If
the
you
fish
roll
is
high-
very pungent.
That was quite good.
Roll it, guys.
Give me slight
Sorry,
armor.
what's going on?
You
we
take
lost the
15
fight
poison
because they
damage.
cheated.
Okay, that's
And you
fine.
But
fall
Ashley
unconscious.
talked our
Okay.
way
Is
into
he
getting to
poisoned?
stay the night anyways.
Because I called
Um,
Okay.
We were told not to eat the fish, which these two.
And as soon as you got Lady Nova will like lay on her hands
And what happened?
because
They're
it
both
cures
not sick. They're both
disease.
currently getting
Little
sick.
I have protection from
Guessing
poison, so I can get rid of the
it's
poison
268.
if you have poison in you.
Great. Good job.
You're restored the 5 hit points, but it is not a disease.
Oh,
So
15
you,
hit points is what I took, so 15.
Thank you.
sure, if you want to use Lady Nova's lay on
Well,
hands.
since I'm in
Okay.
control of Lady Nova, yes, I will.
All right. Yeah, you heal, but you are still unconscious.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Wait, so Ashley's
They
out?
didn't get
Thank
them.
you.
Ashley has fallen unconscious.
Oh dear. Ashley,
Um, you try to wake her up, and actually are unsuccessful in your attempts.
Sure.
Okay, I'm
Slap her.
going
I
to
don't want
cast
Yeah, me neither.
Lesser Restoration then.
Yeah, that'll do it. Ashley opens her eyes.
Oh my god, that was an experience.
It really
Where's that
was.
fish?
It was like a bad trip.
Shit.
It would have kept you unconscious for another 8 hours.
Without the benefits of a long rest, I bet.
But Potion Seller pulled you out of it. A few moments pass. Barking Seal sticks his head back in the tent and he looks around.
Feels good.
Yum!
Thank you.
Tell your companions I'm glad they enjoyed it.
You bet.
He closes it and he walks away.
I don't think it's a delicacy. I think he just gave us rotten fish because he's a
Yeah.
jerk.
I think they did too. Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
anyone who would like, or I guess everyone who would like, may take a long rest. The villagers and
One little pink die.
Barking Seal leave you in peace for the rest of the day.
Great, we'll suck with
Time
those
to
guys.
do some artificer infusions that may turn me
Why
into a
should it be
boss.
automatically selected? I don't know why it is.
What?
The reset maximum HP changes. It's like, it's not even a change. I have had this the whole time.
Yep.
And then the one
It's the
time I
most
accidentally
frustrating
left it
thing
click,
ever.
then the one time I accidentally didn't unclick it, I had to freaking just guess.
Alright, everyone have a long rest?
It was.
Yep.
Yeah.
Then you
Cody,
have
can you
the-
help me move
the-
these
the
minis off?
D5E
Now you guys all have to go home.
app.
Just kidding.
Well, you guys need to stay on. All the other
Take a
things.
long rest and
Yes,
relax.
I'm
That's
just
the
like,
only reason.
yes,
Wait,
I'm
these
just
are all
like,
us,
Let me
right?
just guess.
Yes.
How much?
Yeah, right.
I'm gonna go back upstairs.
I don't think I did this.
Yeah.
Jacob, their bedtime is at like 30.
She's short.
Medium tallish.
Like 5, 6,
Yeah.
8. Yeah.
I promise I can.
Medium tallish. Absolute beanpole, like proportions wise.
Like who?
Just absolute beanpole.
Beanpole.
proportions wise.
Okay, okay. Got it. Spindly level thing.
Yeah.
Got it.
Alrighty.
They were also, my buddies were talking about a class that you can build that is infinite Eldritch Blast.
I mean, that's all Eldritch Blast is infinite Eldritch.
It must have been
Cody?
something about the Eldritch Blast.
Actually, never mind. I'll do it.
Very, very long Eldritch Blast. That's what I was able to build a very long Eldritch Blast.
Like shooting it like 500 yards kind of thing.
500 yards? That's a lot of yards.
If it's spell
500 of them
spell
to be
sniper,
exact.
spell sniper plus Eldritch Lance plus.
Ooh, that looks pretty.
Actually,
I know.
that was it.
Looks like
We're getting to one of my
That looks
favorite
good.
colors.
Mm-hmm.
What color is that? Purple?
Yeah. Love purple.
Purple's
That's not purple.
Love purple. I always used to So like black and blue. Little did I realize purple is where it was.
How's that? Purple enough
I do say
or darker purple?
that's quite a nice purple. It doesn't matter.
This one.
Or light blue?
I like that.
Yes.
I like color.
Me too.
Right? It's nice.
Alrighty.
I don't like very vibrant yellow. It hurts my eyes.
Says the kid
That's like-
wearing very vibrant yellow.
This is vibrant yellow?
Yes.
You guys
Okay,
pass the
neon
time
yellow.
patching up Lady Nova's wounds, discussing the possible ways that Bone Carver cheated. When finally the noises from the village begin to die down and darkness falls. As it does, you hear a slight crunching from the outside as slow approaching set of footsteps approaches and pulls the curtain aside to reveal Bone Carver, the crone. She says, "The time has come. I will lead you to the entrance now. Follow me." And she begins hobbling through the village.
Hobble, hobble. Hobble, hobble.
I follow her.
We all do, I think.
Okay. She leads you to an igloo with sealskins just decked out all around. But most noticeably are totem poles just carved with many different animals and spirits. She leads you inside. And inside the hut, old furs heaped atop poles are laid across. Yeah, there's just a bunch of furs inside. She goes over to the corner and pulls some furs aside to reveal
No, it's just
an opening leading down to some ice caves.
Oh no!
Oh, so we're killing another dragon, by the way.
More
That's what it is.
ice.
We're killing
and
another
So
dragon.
when,
So
when,
we got a white
when I
dragon.
pop out of the hut, I am just now fully covered in just layers of armor. Multiple layers of armor.
Okay, where did you get those?
Long rest.
You look like a guy that's
So
trading
long
I-9s
rest.
for the police force.
So I'm able to change my artificer infusions with long rest. So that's what I've done.
Okay.
So instead of a bunch of jugs that produce mayonnaise, now I have armor.
Nice.
You have jugs
Well, it's
that produce mayonnaise.
they can produce
Yeah.
pretty much any mundane liquid, but mayonnaise is considered a liquid for the purposes of Dungeons and Dragons. So it's more like, yep, I've made a gallon of mayonnaise.
I can make
I'm leaving.
wine, onion, mayo.
Yeah.
I'm mayo.
And does it just like, is it
It's
like,
more just like, why do they consider mayonnaise a liquid? I guess it's more of a liquid than a solid, but
Why is slime or why is oob like a solid and a liquid?
it's because it's a suspension of small particles in water, which basically means
I
that
prefer sockwood?
if you press on it too hard, it does basically they all kind of tense up. If you press on it slowly, they kind of spread out, so it's more like liquid.
Alrighty.
It's crazy.
Looking down the chute, you see that
Physics.
steps are cut into the wall of the chute. The steps are steep and icy.
I have no idea.
Looking down, you see that the steps drop 100 feet in a tight spiral. You do see dim light at the bottom, but you can't make any details out at this distance.
Are the steps covered in ice? Do they look slippery?
As you're looking, Bone Carver says, "This way is seldom used. The main entrance is in the central pavilion of the village, but it is guarded. Only this entrance can be used unnoticed. It is dangerous, though. Take care." She glances at your feet and sees your snowshoes that you wore up onto the plateau and says, "Those will likely be insufficient."
Okay.
Well,
Okay. Do you have
Just have to live with it.
anything that could help us before we go down here? It's dangerous. We're not even equipped with the right foot protection.
So important.
Yes. Need to protect the tootsies. Can you imagine running around with stumps?
I cannot offer you assistance,
Very unstable.
but it is likely you will find something to aid you in the caverns below.
Do you have any sage advice about what to expect or what could help us down here? Anything at all?
It's going to be cold.
Is there any ice?
Okay, I'm gonna grab some of those
Suck,
furs
old lady.
that are right there.
Okay.
Gonna
there gonna
Grab a
be any
bunch.
ice
Like
I'm
cream?
gonna take
grab
one.
what I can carry comfortably.
Alrighty.
I'm gonna
Uh,
take
Chuck,
that.
just put them in the hole.
Yeah.
Just put them in the hole. I spread the hole out. Just put them in.
It's assumed that you're all wearing winter gear because it is cold.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But the entrance yawns open. The icy steps descend into the dim light below.
So when I use the spell from Hazaron, is I use detect magic. I was able to get that spell.
Yep.
So
Seems that your sword is working all right, but its ability to speak has been somehow diminished.
So they've muzzled your sword.
Is Toby with us?
No, Toby decided to stay in the hut.
Yeah, that's fair.
Barking seal.
In front of Bone Carver?
No!
You're in Bone Carver's hut.
Ah,
She pulled aside some furs, and there's a spiraling ice staircase going
Okay.
down.
Oh, this could be very interesting.
no, well wait.
Shall we just go down so that Ashley can change before she kills
She's like-
all of us?
You're not ready to say no. Alright, Ashley, you ready to go?
Yes, please.
If we run into an ice dragon, I have 2 scrolls of energy resistance, which I think can be applied to cold.
I feel like
It can be applied to
So,
any sort of energy.
Just saying, when we run into this thing, could be useful.
What if it's dead?
I'm hoping we can convince him. No, I think
I
that's
don't
where
think
that
we can.
sentence ends.
I don't think.
Who's going
I
first?
hope to convince him of anything.
To be your friend.
I don't
No.
like that question.
I'll
I
go
think we
first.
could
Why
probably
not?
convince him that we're stronger than him by
Okay,
killing
you guys
him out.
begin descending the icy stairs.
I'm sorry, I'm gonna be on a perpetual power high from that. That was so cool.
Well, as soon as Bone Carver's gone, barking seal. Okay. No.
So does, it does it just feel uncomfortable? Does it feel like you've been holding a position for too long?
Yes, exactly. that.
Okay.
Yes.
At about the 40-foot mark,
One of each
It's like you like camping it.
potion seller, make an acrobatics check.
I got this, guys.
Or if you step in dead grass with your socks. That's just that.
Ouch.
No. It sticks to your
I'm
socks.
going to use another flash of genius to make that 15.
Okay,
Ugh.
you manage to maintain your grip on the dangerously uneven footholds.
Good grip.
Ain't doing a repeat of that one time.
You see that the ice and stairs continue for another 60 feet, and that they are very slippery from this point forward.
It's very slippery, guys.
I don't know if this is an.
At least you have
Thank
good
you,
grip.
thank you.
I don't know if this is an
You
item.
guys could slide down.
That's what I was thinking with the fur.
Uh,
It's like a little
they're stairs, not.
Well,
slides.
any
Okay, now-
okay,
You
so
could do
is there a marching order here?
I
You
told
could
them
do a
I
home
went
alone.
first.
Potion sellers first.
Exactly.
Wait,
Then
are
I'll
these-
just-
Are these
Slide
the
down.
stairs made out of ice?
We have the red.
Yes.
You can help.
Yeah, just bonfire, just straight down.
Makes a slide.
I have that thing that gives me the fire footsteps.
I do
You
not
just like
think you should.
slide
Just
ahead of
make
you
it
guys down the
sheer.
stairs.
That would be fun.
And then we won't ever be able to get back
Can
out.
I have
There
bought like some fantasy like boot spikes or whatever?
Do you have a climber's kit?
I don't think I.
Dang, when I was making
I
my
don't-
character a climber's
No, I
kit,
know.
the last thing that I
What
thought of-
What do you have on hand? You could attempt to make some.
I'm great at making things.
I got
Potions.
50 feet of
They're
rope.
too strong.
Okay, guys, let's do this. Let's pound a pit and end. Let's tie a rope
Mm-hmm.
and send that way.
Yes.
You guys
Agreed.
could go rock
Okay,
climbing.
I start pounding a pit.
I have a bunch of crossbow bolts that I never use.
Yeah, I touch rope.
Okay, you do so. Everyone descends to the bottom of the stairs safely.
Yeah.
Alright.
You find yourselves
Oh, is that easy?
in a large icy chamber.
We could have done like crap.
Dungeon crawl.
Alright, so are we gonna just bomb rush this thing?
Oh, you know what? I was reading that wrong. So I was picturing just a spiral staircase going down through midair.
Yeah.
No, there's walls along the sides.
Okay.
So it was a tight spiral staircase.
Oh, so we could realistically slide down it. without-
Yeah, do it.
Go
However,
real fast and
you
just
put the
shoot it
pit
up this
in,
way.
you put a rope on it, you use the rope to climb down. The chute and the icy stairs end at a ceiling. A sturdy ladder then descends into the approximate center of a rectangular chamber.
With a point.
I descend the ladder.
How do you descend to a ceiling?
Here we go.
Does it stop at
So these are 5-foot squares. You descend the icy chute to the ceiling, and from there, there's a ladder that leads down. You're now all in the chamber. The only exit is a 15-foot wide exit to a corridor.
Okay, is it dark?
Cody's like, please don't call that.
It is dim light. You notice around the edges of
Congratulations.
the cavern
Wow.
seal oil lamps burning dimly.
Oh. You guys stay back. I'll sneak up ahead, and with my dark vision, I'll be able to see any trouble ahead.
All right, who doesn't
Literally,
have dark vision?
Almost
Who
everybody
doesn't?
here has dark vision.
Who doesn't?
The
Yeah, who
chamber.
doesn't have dark vision?
Potion seller and Lady Nova do not have dark vision.
All right.
I snap up some glow sticks though.
Nope. Boom. You have dark vision. Slap. No, you have dark vision. I have
vision.
We all have dark vision.
Ouch! Wow, I can see everything.
Yes.
Now he has better dark vision. than
See,
us.
like it's even hard holding on to working
Oh
seal.
yeah, it is. Oh,
Ugh.
maybe
Ashley
technically
got too long.
better.
Alright, so this entire place is dim light. So it's shadowy.
Well, let me
An
see.
area of dim light. Let's see.
Getting the belly.
Gosh dang it, what effect does that have on the environment?
Yes, I'm touching it.
Travel base cover.
It's also probably because
My life is over.
you sit in a banana
Yep.
shape.
Dim light.
I sometimes stretch out like this in between calls.
In dim light, creatures have disadvantage on perception checks that rely on sight. That's all it is. Okay.
Oh my bones.
In this chamber, you find that it is empty, except for a dozen baskets woven of leather strips and walrus ribs stacked in the north corner. If you check them, they contain frozen fish and a few skin-wrapped bundles of rotting shark meat that the ice hunters consider a delicacy.
Are the frozen
Can I
fish
grab some?
less rotten than the ones we were given?
All of it is somewhat pungent,
Okay.
similar to the fish that you had upstairs. Saru, did you want to try to craft some?
Sure.
What are they called?
Crampons?
Crampons.
That is what they're
Yes.
Who wants a potion of
Alright, sure.
something before we go?
I have
Yeah, sure. why
25
not?
crossbow bolts to
Potion of
What is
try
the
this out with.
something?
I'm thinking of enlarge or haste. Haste would probably be better.
Make an intelligence check.
I don't know if either. of those
All
are
right.
well with me.
I have
Oh, yeah.
a question.
You
you-
Alright, that's pretty good. That's
You're a ranger, right?
Yeah.
Could you use
I
an enlarged
accidentally
Haste
swiped
will
out
give you
my
plus
character sheet.
2.
Hang on.
Bonus to
So,
AC,
19.
advantage on dex saves,
That's good enough.
and give you
You
an
take
additional
the heads off
action.
of the crossbow bolts and attach them to
Okay.
your shoes
Alright,
successfully.
I'm giving you a potion
You now
of
have
haste.
crampons, and
Thank you.
they help
Potion.
you move around.
Nice.
Would anyone else like to emulate?
What?
So she broke off some crossbow bolts and attached them to her feet, so she has grippy feet.
I'll
Yeah,
take
I
some.
basically have good spikes now.
I'll take some. Can I get some of those spikes from you?
Fine, but do you have any crossbow bolts?
No.
Whatever, it doesn't matter. I never use these.
Thank you.
Yeah. Go for it.
Got my spike shoes on too.
I'm getting spiked up too, and I'll give you 5 gold.
Thank you. That is more than I can buy so many crossbow bolts with this.
Okay, everyone now has crampons, little
You
spiky
reach
shoe
into the
feet.
pocket and you find gold mine too.
It is worth noting that the floor here is not snow. It is pure ice, and it is smooth.
Okay, so these spike shoes are helpful.
Yes.
You guys should skate. You guys should go skating.
The exit from this chamber,
Alright, fine, I'll make some
Uh,
spike shoes too, but mine are gonna look nicer.
it descends into
Oh,
another
well,
chamber.
Oh, well, congrats.
descends into what now?
It descends into another chamber that you can see from where you are.
Okay.
Yeah, we're level up.
I'm gonna wander off that way.
Okay, as you get to about
I mean, unless we level
here,
We're level 11,
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Okay,
Yeah.
just making
You
sure.
see that it is actually kind of steep and very slippery.
Okay.
Okay. But we have spike shoes.
Yes.
Yeah, but it's still difficult.
How would
What
you
do
like
you
to
say?
proceed?
What do you want to say? Attach a rope to the top
So
of the
it's
pipe and then
obviously
just kinda
dangerous.
Crawl down.
I mean, sliding down on your butt probably wouldn't hurt you.
I'll just use steps at night and float down.
Okay, you float to the bottom.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna kind of awkwardly slide down. Like that sort of like walk/slide when you're kind of on a surface that's a little bit too slippery.
Or what?
But like, ideally I don't totally lose control. Should
Okay.
I make a dexterity check to,
Are you trying to slide down like on your feet, or are you just sitting and going?
I'll probably just end up sitting and going, but I'm trying to have my pride and walk down a little bit.
Okay, make an acrobatics check.
Ooh, that's good. 10?
Yeah, you fall on your butt and slide to the bottom harmlessly.
Okay.
It's a good show.
Yeah, that was more for me than anything else.
I think so.
Gotta have a sense of pride.
I'll slide
like
face first.
on my sleight of hand to like my
It did it again.
using my thieves tool.
It
and
was
stuff.
technically a 12.
It's
I
a plus
forgot
12,
that
so I think
every
the lowest
time I
can
lose,
roll now is a
I
20.
forget that every time I change my character, it
Anytime.
decides that I'm.
Yeah.
I forgot that I'm proficient in acrobatics and not actually athletics.
Everyone else just sitting and sliding, or
Oh yeah, I'm gonna
I
grab
slid
my
face
I'm
first.
gonna grab my furs and like make myself
What did 12 have
essentially
to-
just like a little kind of
I'm
like
sliding.
little sled kind of dealio.
Would a 12 have
So
been
that I
enough
can
to
just
walk
slide down. But I've got my feet on each side so I can use my spikes as brakes. Yeah, like this, like a toboggan, you know, like shoo.
You can steer with that thing.
Oh,
yeah, it would have been.
Okay,
Your
well then
idea
I
is
walk
great.
down. I don't slide down.
Oh, nice.
I'll make
Hooray.
myself laugh.
Good job.
Now I have to freaking go back through my dang character sheet and change this again.
At this point in the cavern, you've descended a little ways. It is very misty. Fog fills the caverns, and it is dim lighting, but your visibility is limited to 75 feet.
That's probably because it's so foggy.
So if it were dark, it wouldn't matter, because your dark vision only goes to 60 feet. But,
Well, ours goes to
Really
300.
helps, guys.
because of your spell,
Yes. Eyes of Night.
Wow.
As an action, you can share your 300-foot dark vision up to 3 willing creatures.
Smells kind of.
So, but I would guess that the fog is what's limiting
I was not
vision to
I was looking
75
down,
feet.
I did not see.
Did you
Well,
not notice
in
we're
this
in an ice
particular
cave?
corridor,
Well,
which
I
goes to the left
noticed that
and to the
you're in an
right,
ice cave. I didn't notice the fog.
It's
trying to-
dark vision.
Yeah.
Mr. Eladrin.
Unacceptable.
Excuse me. Mr. Eladrin,
Yes.
what form are you taking? This is a meta discussion.
Because if you choose a specific one, you might have a bit of an advantage in this
What do you
area.
mean what?
You are basically a magical seasons elf.
What you are?
Yeah.
Eladrins, they have a summer
Like a fae.
season, fall, spring, and winter.
That's so cool.
I didn't know that. Can I be like a grizzly bear?
No, you can't change form.
You're not a druid.
Just choose winter.
This is the best place for it.
Oh, you guys
Oh.
mean like what season, not what
Yeah.
form is in an animal.
Thank you.
Season.
Okay.
there we go. Winter.
I don't either.
Different face, but same,
Yeah.
same.
Darn.
I think there's
Winter.
something in here with us.
Clearly winter.
It's a little baby.
Hold on, I'm looking through your features.
The
Because
most
when people
monstrous
look in my eyes,
Oh.
there's cold. there's ice.
Perseveration, ancestry, trance.
I don't know how to change that.
Where's that?
It's the most dangerous monster.
It's not showing, so.
Child.
She can use her to call a cry.
I'm down to it.
She can make you do anything.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, perfect.
And by that I mean little baby cry.
Okay. As you slide down to the bottom,
Hello, guy. Oh, there you guys are. I lost you in the fall.
We're not.
Deal 5 kidney stones.
uh, You get to the bottom, you brush your bottoms off, and you stand up, only to look around and see that there are a dozen kobolds, all adorned in heavy furs, and also wearing crampons on their feet. Their eyes blink at you in the darkness, their reptilian pupils shining.
It's the Crampon Brothers.
Should have used your kobold form.
You guys are all dressed in winter gear, and one of you bears the form of Barking Seal. So everyone make a deception check. I believe you get advantage on this, right?
Yes, I do.
Wait, why are we deceived?
There's a dozen kobolds standing at the bottom of the chute.
And this
I
is
got
deception.
13.
Deception.
17.
16.
72.
16. Yeah,
I
16.
have a modifier
How
50.
come the charisma caster did
No.
first? It's fine. It's fine. I'm fine with that.
Oh, sorry.
Okay, I didn't do the worst. Potions.
Well, I didn't even know what I'm trying to lie about.
Just, did you make a deception check?
Yeah, 8.
It's basically to...
Urza! Aiden! Jacob, can you occupy her so she's doing that? Then find a way to occupy her. Go.
It's just a deception check to appear as the villagers,
Like we're supposed to be here.
like you're not intruders.
Oh. Yeah, just adventurers looking for...
Alright, sadly, that is not high enough. They look at you, Barking Seal. They seem to recognize you, but they don't recognize anyone else in the party.
Thank you.
So all 12 kobolds whip out slings and they hurl an attack at you.
And
What did you guys do?
Nothing.
we failed to look like we were supposed to be here. There's-
What, coming in like...
There's 12 of them, you say.
So there are 6 of you, including...
So they're gonna get a surprise attack?
Yes.
Okay.
So everyone gets 2 sling attacks coming toward them. Let's just go around the circle. Jeez, that's a 23 to hit you.
Yeah, that hits.
That is 5 bludgeoning damage and a 10 to hit.
Yep.
Okay, let's do Lady Nova. 22 for 6 bludgeoning damage and a 9, which misses, I'm assuming. That misses. Chianti, that's a 6 and nat 20
Why are they doing so well?
for a total of 8 bludgeoning damage. It's a 16 against Delamar, right?
Yeah, that is correct, and that does hit.
That's
I thought I had something as a rogue.
5 bludgeoning damage.
But-
Wait,
And-
can he uncanny dodge that?
Yeah. Uncanny dodge.
Okay, you take 2 bludgeoning damage.
Ha
The next attack is a 13 to hit. No, sorry. 11 to hit.
Darn, that misses too.
Okay. 15 to hit Saru.
That's my armor
I'm
class.
gonna miss.
That is a hit then.
Huh.
That's 6 bludgeoning damage
Ow.
and an 8.
That doesn't. 'cause my
Finally,
armor class is
Potion
15.
Seller.
Aw.
That's a
Wait,
5.
that was 6 damage?
And
Yeah.
you know what? He rolled a 1, so I'll just give him 1 attack.
You suck.
The moment
Bounce off my
the
car.
moment they've all launched their attacks,
Thank you.
they
for reminding me of that.
scatter, running in every direction.
You better run.
How far apart from each other are they?
It's a narrow passage, only 20 feet across, so they're all within 20 feet.
Alright. I was hoping I would have been able to do my cool new 6th level spell when everybody was all together, but I'll just ice knife them.
Okay. Which clump are you aiming at?
I don't care. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, both 6. I'll go for the ones on the right of us.
This one?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, those guys are shady.
It's dim light, bro.
Hey. Make an attack.
Alright. That's oh wow. Sorry, I forgot that I have the extra the +2 now, so that's it's 14. Is it hit?
That is a hit.
Because I rolled a 5.
Go ahead and roll for damage and then cold damage.
Alright, so just did that at first level because I wasn't thinking.
Guys, do we want to fight one of these two groups or no?
I think of those.
I already started because
They attacked us first.
Yeah, but I thought they were retreating.
They are.
they take 5 piercing damage and
How much cold?
3. So 1 if they succeed.
You throw an ice knife and you knock out 2 of the kobolds over here. The rest of them squeal in terror and use the dash action to run off into the darkness and the mist.
Goodbye, suckers.
So they run away.
I don't know
Right away.
Yeah, I need to smooth that out. So you can grab tokens.
Yeah. In any case, their shrieks echo through the cavern and they run off into the darkness. Having...
if this may have been a mistake.
Well, we could break for lunch.
There's 2 kobold corpses just in the ice over here.
Exactly, lunch.
No, like assuming that the dragon will come with us. If we have an hour, we could break for lunch, and it would be awesome. You'd like it, or we find the dragon first.
I don't. These things are kobolds generally like work for / worship dragons. Should we maybe do something about them before they can tell the dragon that we're here?
Well, yeah, I think it's kind of a too late kind of a problem.
Sure.
Well, then we can chase them, but they went both directions.
Yeah.
Let's just explore. I say we explore.
I say we break for lunch.
When you say break for lunch, you mean
Heroes Feast.
I read the other one.
Oh.
Let's take a break for lunch.
Yeah, break for lunch. That's
Let's take a
amazing.
break for lunch.
Oh, lunch. Let's
How long
take a
does that
break
take to
for it.
cast?
10 minutes to cast, hour to consume.
Okay. Well, do you guys want to do it right here in the corridor?
Let's.
We go back into this room, meet.
Okay. Well,
We'll awkwardly climb the icy slope.
you know what? Everyone with crampons is
Oh,
able to
yeah,
make it
we'd have
back.
to do it. We'd have to do it there then, because we'd have to go. Up
Well,
the
no,
slope.
Well, everyone with crampons on their feet can make it back up. I was looking at the map wrong, and you guys actually didn't even need to make that check earlier.
Okay.
But, yeah, you make it back into the chamber, taking 10 minutes to... How does this look?
How does this look?
Yeah.
Oh, well, of course, Barking Seal, place the chalice, begin the incantation, and ice tables and chairs will appear.
Whoa!
And so, and
Ice tables.
and so-
bench
and-
chairs.
and more bone-like bowls and plates and cutlery will spread along the table and produce, well, not native, but because Barking Seal is unfamiliar with the exact diet of the locals, and not really a fan anyway.
Well, if
It's
you're
more
curious,
tropical.
there is some frozen Uluwik cuisine in the corner.
Yeah, Jix is unfamiliar. So I'm just going with a more
If
tropical.
y'all really want to try that, There's some over in the.
But
corner.
yes, we can eat.
Okay. Yep. You conjure up a mighty feast for everyone to enjoy.
All right, Heroes Feast. Roll 2d10.
Yeah. While he's doing that, I would actually like to inscribe a glyph of wording. Wait, which way we're gonna go? This way or that way?
We don't know. We haven't decided.
Let's make the decision to go this way. I'm gonna put it right here.
Roll 2d10.
Behind you.
Yeah.
All of us.
Okay. The exploding kind.
Yes.
Yes.
You
That's
have 200 gold
D12.
pieces worth of diamond dust.
A D10
I'm
is
sure
a
I
regular
do.
one.
I mean, I've got the gold.
Yeah.
This is a
Diamond
D10.
one? Oh, thank you.
If you would like to do that, then go ahead and subtract the diamond dust. What is the trigger?
I
When
got
5 and a 1.
Okay, so
When
what you're gonna do, you're gonna go
a
here.
kobold crosses
Here.
the
For
threshold.
the next day, you get
Okay.
6 additional hit points.
Isn't all of them
Oh,
And you
is
can
Stab me
actually
back by
heal
the
that.
Oh, so not just temp, actual additional.
it
Actual
slave
additional
ball?
for the next day.
Oh,
Is it
cool.
called in a cobalt?
I got 8
I got 10.
extra.
So 10 go, and it's the modifier. She knows what it is.
Sorry, I missed it. What is going on?
You are also immune to poison and immune to being frightened. All wisdom saving throws are at advantage.
How much HP do we get?
Roll
because
2d10.
How much? What did you roll?
10.
2d10. He rolled a 4 and a 6.
So it's just 10.
Not 10. It needs to be the modifier. I think.
Nice.
It's only
It's
10
do I
is
do?
just-
Oh, I just
I
do
need
how
to write
much
down
it's
what my
being
actual
modified.
modifier is, though.
Yeah, you need to reset.
Is that temporary HP?
No, that is my health, and that's how
Oh,
I
okay,
have
cool.
to. That's how I have figured out how to keep my
That's
health.
not
All right,
tempest
then
anymore.
carry on.
Your
Yeah.
your max
I
HP.
couldn't
I
figure
did
it out
too.
the normal way,
Wow.
but this
Um,
one I remember.
Make sure to write down what your max HP is now, because it will go back to that when it wears off
Yeah.
101.
after a day.
Yep.
That's
Oh,
really
dang it. I was
good.
These
working
benefits
here.
last for 24
Ah.
hours.
Did we roll our hit
Okay, so not
die
that bad. It's 27.
when we level up, right?
Yeah.
For health, right?
So make a note somewhere of your original
Yeah.
max health. After 24 hours, we'll go back to that. Potion seller, you make a glyph
So
of warding. The
We're
trigger is
immune,
that a
can't be
kobold
poisoned, can't be frightened.
crosses
Okay.
the threshold
And
And
advantage
advantage
on
into this
Johnson.
chamber or crosses into the corridor.
Just crosses this threshold right here.
Temporary HP
Okay.
and it overriding have anything to do?
Because it isn't actually temporary HP. Like, because temporary HP is
So if you
basically
lose
just
it, you don't get it back. But if
yeah,
you
we can
lose
heal.
this,
We can
it
heal
back
up to this for 24 hours.
Gotcha.
And after the 24 hours, the effects wear off. We are no longer immune to fear, poison.
Gotcha. Okay.
And don't have that.
Okay, Gem Uncrustable.
It's because this is a very expensive spell.
Yes, 1,000 gold pieces is one cost.
What?
To cast it once,
Hot down.
it's not, so it's consumed.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
That was
That is
expensive.
expensive.
Wow.
Remember,
Okay.
I went and did a whole thing about looking for that chalice.
Nice.
It's one of those things. It's like it is
Wow.
expensive.
You all gain the
What is
benefits of Heroes Feast, and toward the end of the hour, you are feeling replenished, strong, and brave. You're making preparations to head back down into the corridor when there's a slight shudder and a flash of light at the base of the slide. You also hear the screams of another dozen kobolds. The flash of light. You know what?
Oh, that's what the clip
The screams are all cut off suddenly as the fire that caused the explosion. Well, what element did you want?
Yeah, I was gonna say I could choose acid, cold, fire, lightning, or thunder.
Which do you choose?
Just I think fire is good.
Okay, yep,
We
fire.
fire.
Whoa! Wow! Did you see that explosion? Wow!
You're all concerned at
Oh
first.
gods, they have technology.
Potion seller, did you tell anyone that you were doing this?
No.
Okay, you're all concerned.
Oh gods, they have technology.
Someone just cast fireball at the base of the slide.
Can kobolds cast?
I mean, kobolds are just guys.
Well, I think they're
Probably.
dead now.
What's
So if
the-
they
what's
did
What's
cast
the
it,
max HP of a kobold?
The max HP is 10.
Yeah, they're all dead.
like, like incinerated?
Yeah, that's 25 fire damage.
Yep, that's
Barking
more than-
Seal will go down below to investigate.
Okay, you go down, you find 14 charred and still burning kobold corpses in the
Smoldering
corridor.
coal.
See?
My potions were too strong for that.
Breaking for lunch is generally a
Wasn't
good
even
idea
potion.
before battle.
I'd say that that's a good use of 200 GP.
Yeah, never underestimate the
And you know what? If I
element of a
roll
good meal.
another random encounter with kobolds, I'm going to treat it as a non-encounter.
Okay.
There are no more kobolds.
They're all dead.
At least
Alright.
not enough to make an encounter.
I'm sad.
Okay, yeah, you guys descend the slide again.
Lots of
Find 14 crispy kobolds.
I loot corpses.
You know, you can get crampon parts from their feet and some burnt furs from their bodies. However, the kobolds themselves don't. Let's see.
They're kobolds. They don't have much of an economy.
They really don't have much on them.
Gosh
Just the furs to keep them warm.
Not any boats.
Are the crampons better than the improvised ones?
They're not.
Okay.
They're made with wooden frame. Well, it wouldn't be wood.
Okay, so
It's
Bone
bone
same as
frames
ours.
and animal teeth.
Oh, okay. So
Probably look pretty cool.
They're a little more disturbing.
So, we have a
mine's
decision.
mostly a lot of decent not work
Go this way or
and crossbow bolts.
I like my crossbow crampons.
They probably look pretty cool.
They look so sick.
Yep, the passageway goes northeast and southwest.
I say we go southwest.
I hate
Don't
that
you know you should
line.
never use Southwest?
Yeah. Freaking charge you extra for a carry-on at your feet.
In that case, let's go the other way.
They have stale pretzels.
Okay,
That's all I remember.
heading northeast.
Yes.
That was
Okay,
so
you make your way along
gross.
the
It's like,
icy
oh, no, you
passage,
need to pay
stepping
extra
over in
times the
between
rent by
kobold
your
corpses,
feet. And it's like,
and you find yourselves at a tunnel leading north.
it's like an 8-hour flight.
Can I peek off to the right?
But to your elven eye see.
Taking a glance into this chamber,
You see a white dragon.
let's see. You actually cannot see the edges; they are obscured by mist.
Could I sneak up into there and be very careful and stealth? Because
Sneak down into there. This passage also descends.
oh, can I sneak down?
By the way, Eyes of
If you wish.
Night has expended. All in less than an hour.
Okay.
Oh.
Would we have healed up from the Hero's Feast?
With the amount that was raised, your max hit.
Okay.
Yeah, if you want to descend into the chamber, you sure can.
Okay. And before I pass by the
Eight extra.
fog, is it like a wall of fog like I've seen before in the ice castle?
No, it's just slightly thicker in this chamber. Visibility is out to 45 feet.
Okay. If I went in just right to the mouth of the room, could I see anything?
You could start to see things.
What device?
Well, let me check something first.
Yes.
You stealthily make your way down. I'm just going to move the screen.
Cool.
Now that you are in the chamber, for your best guess, it is uninhabited. But there is a moment where your heart sinks in fear as you look around the corner and you see a knobbly knee. You look up into the face of a giant.
I'm gonna run out.
Dude, I want to go in there. Yeah, I'm going in there.
I'm spooked.
Whee!
Okay, you head in. You find, I assume that you're walking around and exploring. The chamber is deserted. However, the bodies of frost giants are on display in this chamber, frozen into crystal clear ice walls.
This is a trophy room.
Visibility in this at this level is only 45 feet, so you can't see much from the doorway. As you move into the chamber, the shape of the first frost giant becomes dimly visible. The figures are easily mistakable for living frost giants standing perfectly still. However, upon closer inspection, you see that they're all dead and frozen. You see their torn armor and awful claw marks in the pale blue flesh. All told, the hall displays the bodies of 8 frost giants, 1 fire giant, and 1 cloud giant.
Uh-oh,
I'm gonna grab toenails from all of them.
I'm leaving the room. I don't want to be in either.
It will take some time to melt through the ice to get toenails.
Bonfire.
How much time are you willing to invest in this chamber?
How much time do you have?
I mean, we don't have nowhere to be.
Well, we do have a place.
We are in a dragon's place.
You can wait for us.
How long is everyone else going to wait while he burns
I'm
the
not.
Okay. I
Not that long.
already have all the toenails except for the fire ones. Let me just do the fire
Wait, you have every single giant toenail?
Dylan,
You're
I will
pleading with
wait
them, not me.
10 minutes
Dylan.
max.
How long
do
will
you
it
mind
take him to get the
sneaking
one
around
toenail?
to see if you can't
Just
locate
get one,
the
I'll
dragon
say
or anything
30
else,
minutes.
and then come
I'll
back?
wait 30
Sure.
minutes.
Okay, that's what we'll do. Dylanar is going to scout ahead
Yes, I'll sneak.
because he's very sneaky.
So sneaky.
While potion seller attempts to get the fire giant toenail, and we await in the hall.
Yes.
You play some
Yes.
games.
Yes.
Cool.
Bingo.
Okay. Potion seller, while you were in this
I
chamber,
spy something that starts with
a roiling wave of fog fills the chamber, and for
It's like Dory.
2 minutes, your visibility is reduced to 5 feet.
It got real foggy in here.
But as you are right next to the wall, you continue to burn. 30 minutes past, you get your thing. Everyone else is waiting in the hallway.
How long did it take him?
30 minutes.
30 minutes? Okay, well, Delanar is going on his little adventure.
Okay, Delanar, you're moving to scout ahead.
Yes!
You won't run into any kobolds.
You can, if you'd like to make me do stealth checks every once in a while, please. That's the only time I can roll nice because I kind of have guaranteed nice rolls now.
Okay.
Because it
You get to another spot where the chamber opens to the south.
Wait, what is your bonus? Stealth.
No need for a stealth check. Are you exploring the chamber?
13. Yeah, sure. As much as I can without causing extra trouble.
In this chamber,
Like if I see any enemies, I want to stop.
You're not going to cause a ruckus, but you do want to see them.
you see no enemies in this
Like
chamber.
a beast.
It is empty, except for 3 bundles of rolled-up sealskins, sitting where a ladder descends from a chute above to the approximate center of the room.
Oh, this is the main entrance.
Additionally, a bed of piled furs has been arranged in the southwest corner, from which the sounds of loud coughing can be heard.
It's weird. I know I'm not with you guys, but it
It's
seems
high.
like this is a place that is used by the natives pretty often.
It is relatively warm in here, warmer than on the surface.
Can I see anybody?
Yeah, you see several native villagers. They appear to be sick.
This is the sick room.
That's disgusting. I'm gonna pass on.
Moving on. Continuing on or going back?
Dying.
Germs are nasty. Yeah, let's go up and I'll go off to the right.
Okay.
You die!
This room descends a little bit.
He died instantly.
Yeah.
What will we miss?
I'm having Elden Ring, Dark Souls flashbacks. Enjoying
Oh,
my time
also,
Just, oh,
You guys are no longer on the surface.
You didn't know about the giant rock that falls at that point.
Ice skate music.
It's like, how would I have known about that?
You could do the Zelda one.
Nah, it's not the same vibe that I'm going for. This area, make a stealth check.
Zelda Ocarina of Time was really fun. It's kind of hard.
Yes.
It's a good game.
That
Oh,
is
right.
a 23.
Okay.
Have you rolled a 2?
Because I rolled a 2, but at level 11, anything I'm proficient with, I can bump up to a 10. It's a 9 or under.
You have a plus 12,
13.
plus 13.
So the lowest I can roll on stealth is 23 now.
Nice.
Wow.
Incredible.
That is insane.
That's really nice. Including sleight of hand.
That is
A
insane.
bizarre sight greets you in this rough-walled chamber.
How bizarre.
About a dozen giant toads with thick, mottled white hides are at work here,
Big boy.
scribing strange writing into the ice of the walls, or onto weathered parchment and stone tablets. A few toads transfer parchments and tablets into and out of floor-to-ceiling cubbyholes, cut into the ice along the entire southern wall.
Are they speaking any language that I might know?
Writing.
So
I mean, are they talking?
I'm moving the map, but you're still over here at the entrance.
Yeah.
I'm just not bothering with moving it.
This is how I picture you, like, sneaking.
Yeah.
It is icy if that's how you want to move. Yeah, you know what? I will move the minis
For
because
RP's sake, please.
That's
I'm
hilarious,
just moving
man.
you guys to the entrance. Boop.
Nobody ever let him be a general. He'll have too much
Okay.
fun with war.
Yeah,
Shit
about
to
a
the
dozen
Doubt they do that anymore.
They
ice
have
toads.
Ice toads.
Yep, it is a very strange sight. The toads you met in Castle Neritar were dumb beasts that were just the worst.
But these are clearly
These toads are
educated.
all clean.
These toads are
You see
literate.
that they are using their webbed fingers to scribe and write things on the walls and on tablets. You see them moving scrolls around the room. They do seem to be speaking to each other, but you cannot understand the words.
These toads are literate. They have
That's
a
what they
library.
sound like.
and they-
Okay. I am going to leave them alone because I'm not trying to let anybody know that I'm here. I'm just going to gain as much information as I can.
Okay,
They're smarter down.
No, they're just stupid
you
frogs.
make your way back to the hallway. At this point, it's been about
Make
30
your way.
minutes. Would you consider going back to check on the party?
20 minutes?
About 30 minutes.
About 30 minutes. Probably every 30 minutes I'll check.
Okay.
Run back.
You get back. The fog is a lot denser than it was, but you can still see fairly well. You rejoin the rest of your party. Potion Seller comes out of the chamber, holding up a toenail triumphantly.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
Mix all of them together and see what happens.
It's a group effort.
I found albino toads and sick Inuits.
Ooh, I
Are
want
they
How do they call
humanoid?
What are they? I thought they were like albino toads, right?
Ice toads.
They had thick, white, knobbly skin.
probably sloths.
Yeah.
It's where you put like vegetables.
What are the native people called? Uluwek?
Bullywugs?
They're called seal hunters, but they speak Uluwik.
Oh,
That's,
Uluwek.
that's their language.
The Uluwekians.
Seal hunters.
Well, I
Did
would-
we intend to engage them, or did you tell us about the other people?
Did you tell us about the sick room?
I'm gonna tell you guys about everything that I found. Yeah.
Okay.
But
All right.
it's all speculation. I'm just gonna because
I don't
what
really want to marry.
I
until
think
we know.
is that they are sick.
Well, I
natives,
think we
but
should
didn't
talk to the
really check.
sick people. Perhaps
We're
heal
not
them.
supposed to be down here.
There was
They
a
are not
ladder. There was a
supposed to
ladder
know
in that room.
that we're down here. If we hear them, if they come up like, "Hey, we're all better," that's gonna be way suspicious.
Oh, okay.
Also, I found those toads that had white knobby skin.
I can go talk to them.
You could be a toad when you do it.
That's up
It
to
depends.
you. That's up to you.
I'd have to see them.
They didn't seem hostile, but then again, we're in ice caves.
People are rarely hostile if they think they're just unbothered in their own home.
You know, if the sick people are
That's
sick, they
true.
wouldn't be able to like.
Until
go
somebody
anywhere.
walks
I mean,
in.
well, sick.
I
I think
think,
it depends
uh,
on how sick you are.
What did you say?
Until somebody
I-
walks in who's
I would like to
okay.
engage them.
Yeah, exactly.
I say you go for it.
We're all chilling in our homes till
You go talk
we're
to 'em.
later.
Okay, as barking seal.
I have a good feeling about this.
Actually, that's untrue. I had it.
Where's the party going?
No.
To the library.
That's entirely
Okay.
that's just false.
You're just
I'm
walking in?
sitting a fucking anxiety.
Can we send
all
you
the time.
forward first?
Yeah, it's one of those things.
I would
Actually,
like to
that's
go
not true.
forward
I
and
think
present to you.
sometimes
We don't
they
want
are
another
right.
kobold incident.
Oh my God, I believe it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Barking Seal proceeds ahead on his own.
Yes. I
Thank you.
will greet everyone. I am Barking Seal.
Do you have tongues?
I will cast
Moment.
tongues before I do it.
Okay.
I am barking seal. I'm barking seal. Sorry, I had something stuck in my throat.
Did we get the name
Oh, it's a big
of
frog.
this guy?
Barking Seal?
Bobby boy.
Of the dragon we're looking
Old White Death is what
at. Old White Death.
Bone
Okay.
Carver called him.
Perfect.
I wonder if there's any monsters like No Face.
Ooh.
No face.
Oh, that guy was.
There's
So creepy.
Eugene.
I guess kind of, yeah.
Okay, what are you saying as you walk into the ice toad chamber?
I am Barking Seal. I am in search of
Seems like you can create
knowledge
anything if you
and
know
a
how.
moment to treat with you all.
All 12 toads stop what they're doing and they just turn and look at you. You see clear intelligence in their eyes. Make a deception check. With advantage, because you're pretending to be someone else.
Yeah. Things work out when you lie.
Alden, don't do that. You're gonna teach kids bad stuff.
I know. I'm just the worst influence.
You're not a good role model.
All right, that is 21.
Doesn't matter.
I'm just a simple boy. I'm just trying to
Okay.
make sense of it.
That is enough. The toads all look at each other, and one toward the back hops a little ways and then croaks real loud into another chamber. You understand his speech. He says, Marfulb, Barking Seal is here. A moment later, a larger ice toad pops out. This ice toad is actually wearing a pair of spectacles. The other ice toads part as he hops through.
Professor McGonagall.
He hops toward you.
Who is this?
Another ice toad, his name is Marfulb. Marfulb, yep. Marfulb stops about 10 feet away, and you feel that emanating from him is just an aura of cold. In fact, if you were any closer to him, it might hurt you.
Okay.
So he stops about 10 feet away, and he looks at you. Unmistakable intelligence in his eyes. He says, Barking Seal, you know you're not supposed to come down here. When did you learn such excellent... Gosh, what language is it? When did you learn such excellent ice toad?
Bone Carver has taken time and has given me her powerful magic in order to seek out knowledge on behalf of special members of my tribe. Would you mind letting them come in?
You know, I don't mind. However, if a Rothator figures out that we have allowed you to enter, he might be irked.
He's a rough.
That's one of those movies that I keep right
Just bypass these guys.
Just I've already spent like probably $40 on renting Spirited Away.
Spirited Away.
I just need to buy it.
You do.
We own like every
See,
good DreamWorks movie.
Up until this very time, as you know, Rothator has forbidden us from delving deep into their caves. I am only seeking a moment, and I wish not to offend you or Rothator in any fashion. I am only seeking further knowledge of Rothator and a better way in which we can serve him.
I should also note that even though the voice is kind of deep and croaking, Marfulb is female.
Okay.
Do you think I'm sexy?
Roll to seduce.
I thought.
Well, if that's that you seek, then I suppose you've come to the right place. What is it that you wish to know?
Like I said, may I first allow my companions to enter behind me?
Marfulb blinks her eyes one at a time, and then speaks and says, I suppose if no one knows you're here and you promise not to tell, I suppose it's not a problem.
Marford, I would never do such a thing. We are both servants of a Rothator and only wish to serve them more. I want to see if I can get an insight check to see how loyal
You catch out of the corner of your eye. I'm just sliding on my face.
how loyal she is to a Rothator.
Okay, yeah, go ahead and make that insight check.
Alright.
Like
That's kind of what they look like.
I'm like totally just like spread
Nah,
out
well,
here.
No, more like
You're chilling. I'm just
literal
the definition of
giant
toxic
toads.
masculinity just
Do you mind if I give myself guidance on this?
that's fine. They're not humanoid. They are toads.
I see.
Not great, so that is 12, 13, 14, 15 total. That's not
Where'd you get that?
Okay.
bad. Game store.
Oh, okay. Yeah, one of the like D&D places.
Mhm.
Okay.
It's actually pretty neat.
Yeah, I love
like
this. I think the less my hands
Yeah,
are on the
that's
dice,
very
the
good.
better.
Yeah, I can't mimic that.
I agree.
Uh-huh.
Um,
Oh, how cool.
Well, that's good.
Yeah,
I literally have to play a class that like
You know,
lets me basically cheat on
you can tell, even at a glance, that these toads are exceptionally smart. Much smarter than any other toad-like thing that you've met. Probably even smarter. No, actually, definitely smarter than the bullywugs. In fact, these ice toads
Yep.
seem to be devoted entirely to their storing and amassing of knowledge, and seem to hold no particular or special devotion to the dragon.
Oh, fantastic. Indicate everyone coming in.
Which one was my name?
The pursuers of knowledge here may be able to aid us in our desires.
I see
May
the
I
strongest
continue
approach.
to sneak around
Sure.
while you guys talk with them?
Marfield looks at the others and says, now, Barking Seal, these others are clearly not members of your tribe.
Honorary right now.
Hmm.
I wish to exchange knowledge with you.
I don't suppose it was you that killed 2 kobolds earlier, was it?
It wasn't me.
Two?
We just got.
Well,
They don't understand. They don't understand each other.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
hearing you speak, Marfield actually switches to Draconic. It says, did you kill 2 kobolds earlier? Those of you that speak Draconic would understand.
2 kobolds? Someone killed 2 kobolds?
Well, yes, there's...
Terrible.
The kobold servants reported intruders in the cave, and 2 of them were killed in the
I
process.
can't understand what they're saying, so I don't know.
We sent the kobolds back to investigate further, but they haven't returned.
How tragic. That is just, I am so sorry to hear about that. I hope you find them.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Make a deception
Marvel.
check.
Me?
Yes.
Why is it because I'm not trying at all?
No, it's because you're the one that's talking.
Yeah.
Marfield narrows her toady eyes and looks at you long and hard and says, just, mind your step down here. Not all the creatures you'll find are as friendly as the ice toads.
Marvel,
Barking Seal?
may I have a moment just between you and myself?
Certainly.
I think we share a kinship. And so I would like to pull Marvel aside.
Are you touching Marfield?
He's staying outside of me. And like, Marvel, I see you and your people are seekers of knowledge.
This is true. I have spent a long portion of my life searching for an outlet in which I can ascribe my ideas, my philosophies. You would know. Let's see. You would know that I have a knack for organization and governance. However, until I crossed paths with a Rothiter, I really had no outlet. But now I've spent 4 long decades serving as Seneschal of Oya-Vigaton.
Seneschal of Vigaton?
Oya-Vigaton.
Oh, yeah, but
Oya-Vigaton is the name of the iceberg. The villagers mentioned it once or twice up above.
Okay.
We have a good time.
And you wish to seek knowledge elsewhere now?
No, I'm content here. I've amassed my store of knowledge. I've added to it. My brothers and sisters helped me in the organization. And it is quite thrilling to manage every pack, chest, and heap of coins in this iceberg, down to the last copper piece. A Rothator trusts me with the
I actually start sliding
Upkeep
on my face.
of the iceberg.
And that is all you wish for your future, to be to account for all of a Rothator's knowledge and wealth.
Is there more?
Am I able to try and sneak past
What?
them?
Oh yeah,
Is
like,
there?
do his thing.
Can I try and sneak
Yes.
past them?
Sure.
Here we go, guys. I'm doing something.
What are you trying to do?
Not get caught.
Put your tongue on one of the ice rocks.
Visibility in here is limited to 75 feet. It is dim lighting, but yeah, go ahead and make your stealth check.
26.
Sneaks along the wall.
I'll give them disadvantage because it is dim light.
Okay.
You rolled a
29.
Not that well. Yeah, you make it through.
Okay, cool. Sweet.
You sneak along under tables and
Whoa, I was holding on there.
You fly a little bit.
under tables behind frogs. There's a couple times where you almost take cold damage from sneaking right behind a frog, but you make it to the other side.
That was close. That was close. I'm very sneaky, ladies and gentlemen.
But yeah, back to you, Marvel. What else is there? Is there more?
I too am a seeker of knowledge. You may not have known that about me, Marvel. I seek to know people in all their ways and experience them in their, for lack of a better term, habitat.
Well, what would you wish to know of me?
You asked
I
about
would-
the potions.
I wish to maybe we could exchange information. I don't know what Arathatur gives you as far as knowledge, but I was thinking maybe we could exchange knowledge. I have a friend here, this honorary member, who seeks knowledge of potions. I seek knowledge of experiences. She seeks knowledge of storm magic.
I already know about that.
Well, more knowledge of storm magic.
Anything I want to know about other magic.
Okay, other magic.
I can't understand what I'm saying.
Oh, you hear you
No, I
understand.
know what you're
Okay.
saying. I don't
I
understand
pop
what they're
out of the
saying.
shadows and I deal with the magic of illusion.
I
Just, please no, please no. Don't do it.
I was waiting to see what I was on search for.
And she in search of exploration and the natural wonders of the world.
If you ever
Well.
create a distraction that assists me.
And what is it that you're offering
I
me?
will obviously pay you your fair share.
What kind of knowledge are you seeking? I can, like I said, I can offer you knowledge of people and how they behave in their habitats. And I can talk at length. And I can show you kinds of magic which, being here in this delightful library, you may not be exposed to.
Well, she gestures around. My work here is filled with exhaustive details on the ever-changing sea of moving ice, the weather north of the spine of the world, and and your own culture, the elusive ice hunters.
Yes.
I feel great satisfaction in my life's work, and there's not much you could offer me. I mean, perhaps if it were available, I would say that I know too little about society south of the spine of the world. But I know that you've lived here your whole life. I've been the seneschal of Oya Vigaton longer than you've been alive.
Well, if I could offer you information of south of the floating sea of ice, would you be interested?
I would. But I know you can't, Barking Seal. You lead
Would
the,
you be
lead
willing-
the tribe of the seal
No.
hunters.
Would you be willing to make that exchange? If I could.
Well, sadly, you can't make an exchange of knowledge from south because you've never been south.
She doesn't understand her.
I understand what
I'm gonna
you're
stay
saying.
away from the sick people.
Okay, I'll get to you in a second.
I'll get to you.
I suppose if you had such information, I would be happy to provide some of the information I have.
Wow.
Information on potions for him, magic for her, people and cultures for you, and then exploration
Such
for
on
you.
and so forth.
What about the tall lady over there with the large blade?
I'm not sure what she wants.
She's in search of revenge.
Yeah, that seems to be the thing.
Well, we don't know
Himself.
many.
Yeah, that's.
We don't know much of violence, but
Oh,
for the rest of you, there's many things in this
I
in these
still
ice
don't
caverns
I
that could
still don't
fulfill your curiosities.
Okay.
Wait, do the toads know that we're
Oh,
non-villagers?
We're honorary guests.
Well,
for the time
currently
being.
honorary
Oh,
guests,
okay.
but I'm about to blow that cover.
Oh wait, why blow
Wait.
the cover? Because we could
Am I
use
to
the
suppose
south
that these
place.
honorary members of the tribe and your presence down here suggests that a ship crashed and you have obtained information from down south?
Yes. Very much. Well, not so much crash. Also
Yeah.
both. We are looking for for a red tiefling called McLeod the Crimson.
Macath.
Macath the Crimson.
Loud.
Well, yes, she arrived here some years ago, and Arothater has not eaten her yet.
Oh, she's here.
Yes.
Fantastic. Do you happen to know the location, or would you like to exchange information before
She gives you a wry look and says, now, Barking Seal, you know that you're not supposed to be down here. And I couldn't possibly give you information about the lair and where things are, unless that exchange of information was on the table.
All information is on the table. It is an exchange of good faith to you, as a seeker of knowledge, as I observe people in their natural habitat, and I will become my Blake form. I take the form
It's like
of the
Riddle
people
Picking
and I
because
live
Bucky's
as
like,
them.
It's gonna be so sick. I'm gonna use it so often.
Is Barking Seal dead?
No.
It's
I
a
wouldn't
sorcerer thing.
ever think of doing that. And I will
It's just-
remove the holy symbol of
This is so
Saloon.
much- This is so much
I-
different from my character. who, like,
So worship
say-
Saloon, the seeker of knowledge. And this is part of my background.
Interesting. I'm unfamiliar with Saloon. Tell me true, was it you that slew the kobolds?
It wasn't
About
me,
that sound.
but it was my
I'm
companion.
trying to make it.
Companion.
Ah, well, we have more of those around here somewhere. Tell me more about Saloon. And then
Okay,
she
we'll go on.
engages him in deep conversation and continues talking to him for a long time.
I don't.
You snuck
I know
into
that
the
I was
next
looking at.
chamber.
I don't speak Draconic.
Oh.
This next chamber over
I'm
here,
expecting a big old
Deleanor.
Mhm.
There's another
If
slope
we ever get
down.
downtime in a
Okay.
place that isn't a ship, I need to learn Draconic. Like, I just need to sit down.
Are there
and
any
learn it.
locked chests?
Hang on. This chamber is very, very cold. It's a freezing, miserable little chamber, but it makes a perfect home for the ice toads. It is presently empty. None of the toads' belongings here has value as loot, but they do make a strange and curious collection. Such objects include walrus tooth wart scrapers, spears fashioned from narwhal horn, oddly shaped furniture sculpted into the icy floor instead of rising above it, writing implements carved from baleen and shaped for a webbed hand, and art objects that combine carved whalebone, driftwood, and mundane items such as silverware and glass stoppers salvaged from shipwrecks.
Tchotchkes.
Tchotchkes.
I haven't heard anybody else use that.
I
Long
know.
time.
Like I don't think about.
However, nothing in
Yeah,
here
long was it?
piques your interest as an avid treasure collector.
Anything
Anything what?
behind me?
No. This whole chamber is what I just described.
Oh, that's
This
it.
wole chamber is the library containing all of the works of ice toads.
But they say that they have gold and stuff.
Well, they say that they
log.
handle. Yeah, that they log all the gold.
Morfulb
Also, you don't know that.
is aware of everything in this lair down to the last copper piece, and as Jix will reveal later, can lead you and tell you exactly where everything is.
Okay, well, I don't know that they log at all because they were speaking a language I can understand, and that hasn't been revealed to me yet. So I'm just gonna think of it as null gain, and
Okay.
I'll try and sneak back if I can. If you want me to roll again.
Do you want to sneak back through?
Yeah,
Or do you
I
want
will.
to just...
Yeah.
Okay, make a stealth check.
Yay! I just want to
He
keep.
just wants to do this because he knows the lowest he can roll is a 23.
I know, it's true.
You get by.
I finally.
Don't take this
Okay.
away from him.
28.
Very good. You get by.
One lower than when you
Very
came in.
good.
This is slightly less sneaky this time.
There's an extremely competent toad.
Yeah.
There's a moment where Toad looks to the left and you're right behind, then looks to the right, you're right.
Which is really impressive.
He felt there was some.
Let's go over to Potion Cellar real quick. Potion Cellar, you come to this chamber. You find 3 Seal Hunter villagers wrapped up in sleeping sacks, occasionally coughing.
Okay, yeah, I'm gonna check on them and say, hey, are you guys sick?
They look up at you, and one of them, the strongest looking of them, gets up to strength and mutters a quick line in Uluik.
You know what? I'm just going to go ahead and cast a heal on him. And I'm going to actually cast...
Shouldn't you ask what
I'm going to cast Aid, actually.
What does that do?
Choose up to 3 creatures, and their hit points increase by 5.
That's safe.
Okay.
Prolonging their suffering.
They screech.
Yeah, you give them a burst of strength. Vitality courses through their veins. However, it doesn't cure their disease.
Okay, well, I'm going to do that, but then hopefully I'm going to make, like... How would I say that I'm a doctor? I'm going to gesture at the sickest of them and say, you know, and I pull out some potions.
Chore.
Make a check
My
of some kind.
potions are too strong.
I mean, communication isn't a skill. Make a performance check.
Oh boy.
Potion.
Strong for you.
For you.
They're like 4 potion. Well,
17.
Okay, that's enough to convey that you are attempting to help them and that you have some proficiency in alchemical combinations.
Alchemics.
I'll give them the old medicine check to see what's ailing them.
Sorry, just a little real heavy. One of them is recovering from hypothermia.
Oh.
The other 2 have infections.
I was like, I'm just excited to be here.
Okay, well, if that's the case, then I'm going to cast a... I love these guys. I want to help them. So I'm going to do
You're
a
leaving earlier, so you'll be getting food.
lesser restoration. Is that the spell? You know, let me go check. One that heals.
It may look like I don't eat, but I probably.
If you
eat
just
3
cast a
times as
healing
much as
spell,
anybody.
it'll heal the wound that's infected. You
Okay.
see that both of them have like cuts or injuries
I can do
that
that.
got infected.
I do the
Don't put me-
same
don't
thing
put me
when
in
I
the
go
back.
to work. Like, I know I need to eat
What about
before
the
Good old healing word. Why not?
all morning.
Yeah, you're casting it twice.
Don't
And I
put
work
me-
in a kitchen.
Okay, you heal the 2 with infections, and you make a bonfire to help run up the cold.
Minivan, I'm hungry.
Not too
And
close.
shake their hands and give them a hug. And
Not too close though,
just get
because if
chummy
you
with them.
heat somebody up with hypothermia too quickly, they can go into shock and still die.
Slowly.
Go into shock.
You put it somewhere in the chamber just to warm up the chamber.
Electric shock.
Yeah,
Okay, you heal them.
not that kind of
Um,
thermal shock.
Oh god.
They have
That's all
hypothermia.
They look at you and they point up at the ladder and mimic mine like to go up.
Okay, I'm going to draw in the ice a dragon, then I'm going to stab it.
You have to draw a dragon first.
Okay, you see looks of fear cross their eyes, and they begin moving toward the ladder urgently.
They're gonna narc on
I'm gonna
us.
go.
They look back at you. Make a persuasion check.
Why would you tell them what you're going to do?
When,
Potion
at
Cellar
what
is
point in
brutally
this
honest.
campaign has he not done something?
To directly screw us all over.
Yes.
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 He healed their sicknesses.
He has two.
Especially
I
so they're
have
really
three.
big. Somebody
I'm
provides
out of
cause
flash of
problems
genius
on
for
purpose.
Clearly
18.
What is it? Chaotic
Okay.
neutral?
They pause. They look at each other. They mutter a little bit in Uluic, and then they nod. They look at you. They give you kind of a meaningful glance, and shrug their shoulders. They walk back over to their sleeping bags
None of
and
my
get back
business.
in.
Clearly not my
Okay.
business.
I made some friends.
You hear one of them go. They lay their heads down.
I don't think that we made friends.
No, we've made all sorts of
I
friends.
don't
They
know. I
were
don't know
gonna
if
die
those are
without me.
friends.
All right, Jix.
They're just pretending
Marful
to be
spends the next however long you let her. She's just gonna talk your ear off
3 hours later.
about. Oh, I'm in the wrong
Don't
spot.
fall in love with
Definitely in the wrong
Margaret.
spot. Here we go. She will talk to you and tell you all about Arothiter, his treasures, his mating habits, epic battles with frost giants and other monsters.
Mating habits of dragons.
She'll also share with you in exhaustive detail all the subjects that she has amassed, including information on the Sea of Moving Ice, the weather north of the spine of the world, as well as the culture of the Ice Hunters. So I'm not going to get into all of that,
Yeah, of course.
I
but
imagine we're just playing cards.
Did you,
The-
did you ask
So
about
you can
layout for
understand.
the
I
tavern,
imagine we're just
perhaps?
playing cards or something.
the interesting bits that you pick up about Arothiter. Yes.
I'm going to show you how I cheated on the boat.
The white dragon, Arothiter, haunts the Sea of Moving Ice like an avenging wind.
Didn't I help you?
Personifying the brutality and savagery of his kind, he is a solid ally of the cult of the dragon. And I guess you wouldn't know that. His main lair is far, far to the north, way beyond the Sea of Moving Ice. But he maintains a number of smaller lairs among the icebergs that drift within the seasonal tides of the Sea of Moving Ice. This one, Oyavigaton, inhabited by the local tribe of ice hunters. That's the one where you're at now. Compared to others of his kind, Arothiter is large, cunning, and ferocious. He also wields spellcasting power that makes him a particularly dangerous foe.
Is he an ancient dragon?
He is not. He is a regular adult dragon, but
Good.
with some spellcasting power. More than a century ago, during one of the cyclical periods of draconic violence, known as the Rage of Dragons, Arothiter joined with a dozen other dragons in attacking the host tower of the Arcane in Luskan. And you would know that that is the home of the Arcane Brotherhood. Their assault toppled the west arm of the tower, and Arothiter was seen scooping up numerous items of great magical importance and power, including at least 3 tomes of rare spells. The possibility of recovering these books is part of what drew Makoth the Crimson to the Sea of Moving Ice, in addition to learning more about the Dracehorn.
Oh, that quiz was because it was empty. I think it's filled.
Maybe she's a prisoner of the dragon. He said that she hasn't been eaten yet.
Arothiter has a mate, an ancient white dragon named Arviatris.
It's worse for
It's
us.
Arveia
Because that means that hypothetically if we kill this guy, we are going to have an
Turac.
ancient white dragon on our tail at all times.
The name means the white worm.
Oh, okay.
Or we could be on
His mate, this dragon, Arviatris, is aware of the cult's activity, but is reluctant to join forces with it. And Arothiter seeks a way to gain her commitment. At one time, Arviatris served a wizard named Melthorond, whose corpse remains strapped to a saddle on the dragon's back.
Ooh.
She has never accepted his death and still speaks to him as if he were alive.
Oh, man. That's dark. Yeah,
That's
that's
sad.
cool. I like that.
Arothiter hopes that
Reverse.
Arothiter hopes that if he provides Arviatris with a new wizard to serve, she will recover from her grief and join him in supporting the cult of the dragon.
Wow. Good
Oh.
That was such a cool fight. First time
Shout
I
out
ever
to
saw
Shout
him.
out to Patches. Just didn't meet like season.
Okay.
No.
It is for this reason
Alright, I'm out.
that to this day, Macath the Crimson is allowed to live. For the
Oh.
dragon hopes to entice her with the prospect of becoming Arviatris's master and rider.
Ooh.
Yeah, you. Come here.
Hmm. Who is this? The Crimson Lady?
Yeah.
Ah.
What was
okay.
that last part? I missed
The
it.
Crimson Lady was trying to become the dragon's rider.
No, the main dragon has a girlfriend. The
girlfriend's the one with the wizard, the dead wizard strapped to her back that she still talks to.
We should call the girlfriend first, because make
she's
the
trying to-
make the big dragon.
Ancient white dragon.
The girlfriend
the
is an
girlfriend.
ancient white dragon. Arathater is simply an adult white dragon, albeit with some spell.
Arathater is trying to convince Macath the Crimson to, hey, I've got this girlfriend. Maybe if you guys become besties, then we can go and take over the world together.
Yeah, basically.
Well, I have uncanny
Check and mate.
She also shows you many of her works. Marfulb's lore.
Is any of this written in primordial?
You okay?
No, it is all written in the language of the ice toads.
Cool.
Yeah, I can only
I
understand
speak-
spoken.
Besides common, I speak 2 languages. They have never come up.
Yeah, I speak Elvish and Thieves' Camp. So,
Elvish is more likely to come up though than other stuff. Than primordial.
But from the little that she shows you, this collection would be regarded as one of the most amazing works of natural philosophy by certain circles. However, there is a lot of it. If you were to transport it, it would take a lot of effort and some means of moving it all.
Yeah, Chick's not that really interested. And also not that smart, so kind of just nods because he can fake it. And during the conversation, Jix will show different personas that Jix has taken throughout the year as it relates to the conversation.
Okay. At the end of the conversation, Marful pulls down a piece of parchment, grabs a quill, and quickly draws a map. Ooh.
Yay!
oh, that's great. Maps are always great. Do any of them have a treasure chest?
There's probably definitely
What's that
some
cool?
stuff.
What's that cool looking table?
Thank you.
Wow. All that
She sets it down, lays it flat. It kind of freezes in place as she spreads it flat. And then she points and says, well, for the magic, go here. Macath the Crimson is there. She'll talk to you all about the magic. All that arcane lore from the Arcane Brotherhood, that's there too. So lots of magic there. There's some potions there too. You might be able to find some interesting use for those. There's actually a ship there as well. You might find some interest in the navigation of the seas.
Shit. Maybe you can get a spyglass because they're freaking 300 gold a piece. That's ridiculous.
That's pretty expensive.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wait for
Definitely
like a
go
temple,
back
like
this
a
way.
telescope.
Avoid this chamber. And she points here.
High-tech.
That's where the ice trolls live.
Yeah.
You might run into some in the hallways, but as long as you avoid their lair, you shouldn't be overrun with them.
Okay.
Yeah, this goes up to the ice village.
Overrun
That's
by
Macath the Crimson. She explains, this is the secondary
Ice
trophy
troll.
room, this is the main trophy room.
They're in there.
I'm pretty sure it's this dark one.
Oh, the darker one over there.
I think.
Yeah, the dark areas seem to be where the bad stuff happens.
What is that? What is that room? With the cool box.
Avoid this room, that's the kobold's den. They smell. There's a lot of junk in there.
It's not like we have to worry about kobolds.
So yeah, kobold den, refuse, just
Garbage
trash
room.
room.
Except for setting alarms. I
Um,
feel like that's what
Main entrance to the village, secondary entrance that leads up to the bone carver hut. This is the chamber that the villagers use to lower offerings down to Arothator.
Oh.
He doesn't dwell in this part of the lair. He dwells in the caverns beneath.
Oh.
So we'd have to freeze a lot.
So we need to create the biggest bomb we can. And
Yes.
cave it in.
With a certain amount of gold, I can create like a very, very, very powerful bomb.
I have a certain amount of gold.
This is another trophy room for Master Arothator.
Imagine the kobolds, but like 100 times.
So what if you put like one of the 200 things here, and like when a rock throws on it, so you go back,
Oh, sorry.
throw a rock.
This room has a bunch of treasure. This is where Macath the Crimson is, in that little tent there. So this is where she has all the knowledge on Arcane Brotherhood and all that stuff. A lot of treasure over here.
Yes, okay.
In this last chamber... Last chamber is... Yes, that's the scriptorium. It contains more of the arcane knowledge.
That could be valuable to some people.
Knowledge, treasure.
There's another chute that leads down to Arothator's lair there.
treasure.
However, be warned, don't take anything. If you touch even a single coin of the treasure, Arothator will know that you're here.
Touch nothing.
Well, I take it back. If you remove
Got it.
anything from the chamber, you'll know.
I mean,
Okay.
what's wrong with that? Not like
Is
it's
that
fitting here.
what's wrong with that is that the dragon's gonna take it out on the whole village.
Well,
Yeah.
I mean, when I was raised to be respectful.
They're a bunch
if
of
you're in
dirty
somebody's
cheaters
house, you let them
anyways.
know you're there.
Well, from her
Let 'em know
conversation,
you're there.
Bone Carver would reveal that if the dragon finds out that the village let you in here, he would torture them all to death.
We should just kill him.
Them or us.
That's the plan.
Well, he would kill you, too. Then he would torture the villagers.
Okay, so
I
not
mean,
torture.
Yeah, he'd kill us instantly and then he'd punish them forever until
That's
they die.
okay.
The villagers kind of, almost like deserve it.
Whoa.
Kind of asking for
You also
it.
can't have-
Whoa!
They
I'm sure
tried
that there's, I'm sure
to
there's
make
women and
us
children
sick, and
amongst
they
them,
did make
which
some of us sick.
Yeah, because we kind of.
Are you saying that women and children can't be awful?
In exchange for all her
That's kind of
information,
sexist.
I assume you also thrill her with tales of the South.
Oh, yes.
I know, right?
Songs
Yes,
People get
different
on the
people,
first,
they're-
getting on their base
Ta-
on
each
merit.
tale told
comment,
from
maybe
the
a couple
per
more things
person
that end
which
with is.
Jix has been.
Okay.
Okay.
And their experience. and so on.
Nazi.
I've never seen this. You say this bog luck ran a way house? A roadhouse? Yes. Fascinating.
It's amazing. I was a bit of a traitor to my species.
And this Varm the White gained his role in the Cult of the Dragon through nepotism?
Exactly. And it pissed me off as I'm Talus the White. I have this whole white motif. It's like I have been trying to get the job, and they just passed me over for him.
Well, it would seem that this Talus the White would be an appropriate holder of the White Dragon mask.
Exactly.
She seemed like a pleasing person to meet.
Yes. Well, as cult members go, yes, I was perfectly positioned and dressed for the part.
Well, I was referring to the nature of her magic. It seems like she'd probably have ice magic.
Well, that's also a thing. I wasn't really sure. I only have limited magical abilities in each of the forms that I take.
So, conversation ongoing.
Ashley shows up at some point. Chad shows up and is immediately bored.
Right.
Marfold writes a lot of what you say down, just recording all of the things she could possibly learn from the South. And at that point, she gives you the map and tells you where everything is.
Perfect.
So, looking at the map, talking to Marfold, did you guys want to ask anything before we end tonight's session?
I don't know what she's saying, so I can't.
Oh, well, he would translate.
Oh, okay.
Does she know what trees are?
Does she know what trees are?
Well, hey,
Because
She's-
Bone
she's
Carver,
heard of
Crusher
trees.
did.
because
She's never seen one.
Bone Carver didn't.
Yeah, Bone Carver
That's
did.
kind of sad.
They've seen wood. They've never seen a tree. All the wood they get up here is from shipwrecks.
Yeah, driftwood.
Driftwood.
In a sense, yeah.
Although there is an entire ship in this chamber over here.
That was gonna be my one and only question.
Are we doing a crossover?
Yes,
with
the kobolds
movies, or-
disassembled it, transported it down piece by piece, and then reassembled it in the chamber.
They suck.
That's actually pretty cool.
No, why would you put it in the chamber? How am I gonna get it out of the chamber?
I'm just saying. I mean, if you melt all this ice, you'll have plenty of water to float on.
Hey, hey!
People live here.
If we blow up the side
People
of the
live
glacier,
here.
I think I've made my stance on these
So,
people
There's
perfect.
2 entrances down to Arothatar's lair
Simply
here.
ponds.
we should just like.
But
Sorry.
Marful has never been down to the lower chambers.
Okay.
Just throw all the garbage down the holes.
And before we go to
Just
sleep,
cause
I
them to
would
come
say
back and
one
come up and
God.
kill everyone.
But we can
No,
lay a
you
trap for
won't.
him.
Okay, I won't. That seems.
That'd actually be a really good way to do it.
So, you guys happy with ending the session here and picking up next week
Yes.
in the lair of the toads?
Yes.
Okay.
Safe.
Cool.
Don't long rest. You just had
Yes.
one.
Cool.
We'll just pick
Because
up here
the
next time.
benefits of the heroes. Well, we could long rest.
Okay.
Because the benefits of the heroes of feast last for 24 hours.
Yeah, nobody's hurt though.
I mean, you guys took some damage, but since you just finished a long rest,
Would
I'll
it
say you
have
cannot
been,
take
would
another.
the Hero's Feast have been a short rest?
I don't know. Would it count as a short rest?
What?
Hero's Feast?
It takes an hour to consume. Does that count as a short rest?
I don't know. That one's your call. I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna say
think so.
no,
Ah, okay.
because in a short rest you bind your wounds, you do other things, light activity.
Kill kobolds.
In the feast,
Yo,
you
go
are
well.
actively eating the whole time.
Oh, freaking.
So,
I can't put a band-aid on to heal my freaking face.
so we'll pick up there next week.
By the time